So, where we last left off, we saw players like Shaq, Chris Webber dominating the league. They also won a few rings here and there. We saw players like Len Bias, Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing all retire. Last previous championship was Ray Allen with the Atlanta Hawks. So that is an interesting one. But will we have a new face of the NBA? Will it be Kobe, who is currently the best player in the NBA? Or will it still continue to be Shaq, even Steven Jackson, maybe Chris Webber, or Kevin Garnett? Who knows? We got another 10 years to go in this video. We also have the 2005 NBA Draft featuring Andrew Bogut, Channing Frye, Christopher Emmanuel Paul, Raymond Felton, Marvin Williams, Deron Williams, Gerald Green, Rashad McCants, Jose Calderon, Monte Ellis. We got players like Danny Granger, Lou Six-Man Will, Charlie Villanueva, Ian Mahimney, Luther Hez, Salim Stoudemire. We got Andrew Bynum. So we got a lot of good players. Marcin Gortat, Nate Robinson are down here. There's a couple others. Brandon Bass, Hakeem Warwick, Jared Jack, Antoine Wright, David Lee, Earson, Ilyasova, and many, many more. Just a little reminder, I made all these draft classes and rosters. So all these players you see, if they were drafted, of course, 1984 and up, I made all those draft classes. So you will have almost all the real players, at least 30 plus in every draft class, sometimes even 50 and 60. But like I said, we're going to be probably watching Kobe and the Phoenix Suns, because that is Kobe's team. We're going to see how good they do. He's currently got Allen Houston, Devon George, J.R. Reed, and Emeka Okafor as a rookie, I believe, right? Yep, as a rookie. They got Lucius Harris, and that's it. So can Kobe carry this squad? I don't know yet. Kobe hasn't won any big awards, but let's get to the All-Star break and figure out who's an All-Star or not. Alright, so we haven't actually done this yet, but we're going to be looking at the trades, okay? So first off, let's see if there's any crazy trades. Vlade Divac got traded from the Knicks. He got traded to the Mavericks. I do want to go see, is that like a... Vlade Divac was a 79. Okay, alright. So the Knicks are still... the Mavericks got a old squad, but with young Iguodala. Should have probably looked at the rosters, huh? Robert Horry goes to the Bulls for Trenton Hassel. The Knicks traded Danielle Marshall for Devon George, who I thought was on the Suns, so clearly they made a trade somewhere. Oh, there it... okay, no, this isn't even... oh, did they... okay. I've never seen that. So they traded Devon George for Sean Elliott in a second-round pick. Then they traded J.R. Reed and Chris Corachani for Joe Smith and Latrell Sprewell. The Suns are 12 and 28. They're terrible. They got Gary Payton too? Oh, okay, they must have signed him from free agency, I guess. Alright, well, Kobe, doesn't look like you're carrying the Lakers here. What is Kobe's... I mean, his shot tendency and touches are up, so I'm not changing it, but I don't know. Any other crazy trades? No, that's literally it. So, alright, well, we're going to go to right here and see what's happening with the All-Stars. So, league news. The 2004-5 All-Stars are going to be Jason Terry, Ray Allen, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Garnett, Chris Webber, Tracy McGrady, Stephon Marbury, Dirk Nowitzki, Hedo Turkoglu. This is definitely his first All-Star? No, his second All-Star. Paul Pierce, Vin Baker, who is his 10th All-Star. Dang, Vin. Penny Hardaway, Tim Duncan, The West All-Stars, we got Barron, Kobe, Steven Jackson, Ron Artest, Kenyon Martin, Jason Kidd, Gilbert Arenas, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Peja Stojakovic, Alonzo Mourning, Carmelo Anthony. This is his first time All-Star. Mike Bibby, Keith Van Horn. So, alright. Dunk contest, we got Richard Jefferson, LeBron James, who he didn't make an All-Star this season, but he made it last season. So, I mean, he definitely got better. So, I don't know. Fred Jones and Amari Stoudemire. That's a pretty good dunk contest. 3-point contest, we got Jason Terry, Ray Allen, Ron Artest, Hedo, Quentin Richardson, and Manu Ginobili. So that is pretty interesting there. Alright, nearing the end of the season here. I just watched Kobe have one of his worst seasons ever. But so be it. They are 28-54. Baron Davis is your MVP. 6 years in the league. This is his first MVP, and he's only gotten 3 All-Stars. So Baron Davis, man, 27, about almost 7 rebounds a game, 10 assists, 2 steals, shooting 50, 34, and then 76%. It's kind of crazy. Rookie of the Year is Dwight Howard on the Pacers, which is interesting because he's played alongside Amari Stoudemire and Fred Jones. I'm pretty sure. So we got Kenny Anderson as the 6th man. Shaq gets another depoy, I believe. It's his like 2nd or 3rd. Oh well, I can't see it, but pretty sure that's something. Most improved is Raul Lopez. We got Coach of the Year is Keon Oakley for the Nets. They went 57-25, and Executive of the Year is Joel Edwards for the Bucks. So All NBA first team. We got the Seattle Supersonics with Baron Davis. Hakeem would have loved you as a teammate. He's currently injured 6 to 8 weeks. So, Hedo Turkoglu for the Bobcats. Chris Webber, Steven Jackson, and Gilbert Arenas. This is a crazy All-NBA first team. All-NBA second team is Kevin Garnett, Carmelo Anthony, Shaq, Sharif, and Manu Ginobili. And All-NBA third team is Dirk, Jason Kidd, Kenyon, Vince Carter, and Mike Bibby. Oh, Kenyon and Vince Carter play together? That's pretty cool. Carmelo and Jason Kidd play. Oh, yeah, we need to look at the teams. We got the Cavs, the all-defensive first team with Shaq, Lonzo Mourning, Marcus Camby, Jermaine O'Neal, and Kevin Garnett. And we got Tim Duncan, Shane Battier, Jason Kidd, Ron Artest, and Dwight Howard as a rookie on the all-defensive team. Here's the all-rookie first team and the all-rookie second team. Omeka did make it on the Suns at least, so I guess good for him. Let's see, matchup-wise. We have the Denver Nuggets as the first seed in the West, led by, let's just say, Richard Jefferson, but they do have D-Wade and Tyson Chandler with some pretty good players off their bench. They're going to be facing the Grizzlies with Ty Lue, Ron Artest, Rashard Lewis, Jermaine O'Neal, and Ben Wallace. That's a crazy defensive team. We got the Trailblazers, led by Joe Johnson, accompanied by Matt Barnes, Antonio McDyess, Elton Brand, Ricky Davis, and Bobby Jackson. They're going to be facing the Gilbert Arenas, Allen Iverson Warriors with Kenny Anderson as the 6th man. So I can see how Kenny Anderson was 6th man. He's behind Gilbert and Allen Iverson. We got the Lakers with Manu, Steven Jackson, Eddie Curry, Andre Miller. Yeah, these two are crazy. And they're going to be facing the Hornets with Vince Carter, Keith Van Horn, and Kenyon Martin. They got Tim Thomas, Richard Hamilton, old Tim Hardaway, I believe. Yep, old Tim Hardaway. I think it's old Rich Hamilton. No. We got the Rockets. J.R. Smith, Jason Kidd, Carmelo Anthony, Theo Radless, Steve Nash, which is... This one's crazy, okay? This is what I was saying with, like, the boomer bust system. Steve Nash in this universe is never going to be good. He's just never going to be good. He's, like, capped at, like, an 80-something. I mean, boomer bust system. It sucks to see it, but Steve Nash is just there. But they got, yeah, Mark Blunt, Sean Rooks, Walt Williams. They're going to be facing Tony Parker. Oh, boy. Brent Barry, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, Yao Ming, and Juwan Howard. That's a crazy Minnesota Timberwolves team. Over in the East, we got the Nets with Jalen Rose, Antoine Walker, Chris Webber, Aaron McKee, Jason Hart, Brian Scalabrine, and Delonte versus the post-Len Bias Hawks. They got Steve Francis, Ray Allen, Gerald Wallace, Jared Jeffries, Rafe LaFrance, Luke Walton, Michael Finley. The Hawks got a solid squad there. The Raptors got Jerry Stackhouse, Lamar Odom, Antoine Jameson, Brad Miller, Mohamed Okur, Stromile Swift. And they're going to be facing Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Quentin Richardson, Jonathan Bender, Larry Hughes, and Smush Parker. Okay. That is a deadly front court. The Bucks, they got Bob Sura, Billy Owens, who did go kind of crazy yeah, he was going crazy on the Dallas Mavericks. He's got Glenn Robinson, Zach Randolph, Lorenzo Wright, Christian Laettner, Charlie Ward. They're against the Shaq-led Cavs with Speedy Claxton, Nick Anderson, Bonzi Wells, Rodney Rogers, Ben Gordon. We got the Heat with Stephon Marbury, Nick Van Exel, Steve Smith, Andre Kirilenko, Pau Gasol, Carlos Boozer, and Mike Miller. That is a crazy. Wow. They have some pieces if they wanted to trade. The Heat is the well-deserved second team, our seed. Then you got the Wizards with Michael Redd, James Posey, Vin Baker, Marcus Camby, now Danielle Marshall, Kurt Thomas is there, and then also TJ Ford. So let's go simulate the first round, see who gets put out. So Shaq lost in the first round. Gilbert and AI are out. The Ray Allen-led Hawks are out. The Vin Baker, Marcus Camby Wizards are out. And, okay, it didn't show me every team getting eliminated because I don't have control of them technically. So the stacked Hornets, not really stacked, but the doubles of Vince Carter Kenyon are out. The Grizzlies also lost. The Ron Artest, Ben Wallace, Jermaine O'Neal, Rashard Lewis team. And then the Raptors have lost. That is Lamar Odom, Antoine Jameson. So that's pretty crazy. Simulate the second round. KG and Tim Duncan are out. The Blazers are out. The Rockets are out. So Carmelo and Jason Kidd couldn't get it done. The Bucks are gone as well. So who did the Bucks have again? I don't remember who the Bucks had. They had Zach Randolph, Billy Owens, Bob Sura. All right. The Blazers had Bobby Jackson, Matt Barnes. Okay. I mean, the Blazers are. The Rockets losing is kind of crazy. I'm telling you, this Steve Nash not being the greatest is a little bit sad. I might update his face scan now. That way he's not rookie Steve Nash at least. But we got the New Jersey Nets who have won 2 rings. And then we got the Heat with just a stacked roster. To be honest, I don't know if Chris Webber will get it done, but Chris Webber has been a monster. So, yeah, he's averaging 28.5, 12 boards, 5 assists. And then we got the Nuggets with D-Wade, Richard Jefferson, Tyson Chandler against Manu and Steven Jackson. So, game 1 in the East, we got the Heat taking it. Game 1 in the West, we got the Nuggets. Game 2, we got the Nets. Game 2, we got the Lakers. Game 3, we got the Heat. Game 3, we have the Lakers. Game 4, we have the Heat. Game 4, we have the Lakers. So, potential closeout game for the Heat to beat the Nets. Will the Nets hang on, or will they falter? And it looks like, the Heat have brought it back. And it looks like the Nets are going to take this game. Yes, they do. So let's go over here and see if the Lakers are going to close the Nuggets out, or if the Nuggets are going to fight yet again. And it looks like the Nuggets are running away with it. The Heat are trying to catch, or the Lakers are trying to catch up, but it is too late. They lose by 21. We got potential game 6. Well, game 6 on the line. Heat are up 3-2. So can they hold on to the lead? They are the home team, and it looks like they're just going to crush the Nets. That is exactly what they're going to do. New Jersey Nets lose in 6. Will the Lakers be able to hold on? Or will the Nuggets force a game 7? Third quarter is tied up. We got fourth quarter going. They lead by 6. Oh, no. Nuggets are going away with it. Lakers are down by 10. And yeah, it looks like the Nuggets are going to take this game. So we have a game 7. Lakers versus Nuggets. Lakers were up 3-1 with previous MVP Manu and Steven Jackson. So it'd be kind of crazy if they lose. But the Nuggets have a really good squad as well. And yeah, it looks like the Lakers took that last loss personally, and they're going to be winning by 40 points. That's kind of crazy. Manu dropped 41, 8, and 8. Steven 29 and 9. That is compared to, D Wade's 9 points. I don't think that was gonna do. All right, so game 1. The NBA Finals, we have the Lakers taking game 1, winning by 9 points. Steven Jackson led with 38 and 13. Manu didn't really show up. Stephon tried. Steve Smith tried. Carlos tried. Pau Gasol needed to show up, so did Andre Karolinko. Game 2 is also going to the Lakers by 12. Manu 35 and 11. Steven Jackson 14, 6, and 17 assists. Game 3 goes to the Miami Heat by 2 points, led by Pau Gasol with 23 and 11. This time, Manu almost near triple-double. Game 4, Heat are the away team. Lakers are up early. Can the Heat bounce it back? And they do start bouncing it back. That sounds kind of... let's see here. Can we get a close game? Nope. The Lakers are going to take this one. Unlucky. Lakers win by, 14? Steven Jackson, 38, 10, and 11. Manu, 26 and 7. Pau tried with 26 and 11. Stephon, 17 and 12. Couldn't get it done. Potential game 5. Well, game 5. Potential game 6. Can the Lakers win a championship? Or will the Heat face or fight to live another day? And it looks like the Lakers are kind of taking it away here. And yeah, the Lakers are going to win the NBA championship for the 04-05 season. Steven Jackson, your finals MVP, averaging 26, 8, 9, about 2 steals a game and a block, shooting 54, 173. That is insane. So that is that. Player retirements, we're going to be seeing Kenny Smith go, Hersey Hawkins go, Chucky Brown, Glenn Rice, Mookie Blaylock, Tim Hardaway, Tyrone Hill, Stacey Augmon, Junie Lewis, who he was sitting in free agency at a 65. He was a 3-time All-Star, drafted in 1989. He did his thing for a while. He did his thing. Larry Johnson also was a pretty solid player, drafted in 1991. We got Anthony Bonner, Scott Burrell, Doug Christie, who's retiring, Richard Dumas, Doug West, Marcus Liberty, Sasha Denilovic, Paul Graham, Robert Pack, Darryl Armstrong, John Amici, Dwayne Caldwell, Derek Coleman, Lawrence Funderburk. Derek Coleman's a 54 overall. Wasn't he like... Let me he was an all rookie. That's it. Wow. He was the first pick in the 1990 NBA draft, and he just, like, he couldn't do it. In fact, he hasn't actually played on a team. He's been sitting in free agency since the 97 to 98 season. Wow, that is crazy. Lawrence Funderburk, Randy Brown, Doug Smith, Matt Maloney, Lorenzo Williams, LeBradford Smith, who was drafted, John Crotty, Pete Chillicoe, Brooke Thompson, and then we got some fake players, but then there's players like Reggie Smith, Laterio Green, Isaiah Morris, and so on. So we have no Hall of Fame inductees in that class, which kind of crazy how Tim Hardaway's not getting a Hall of Fame inductee, even a jersey retired. I mean, he started on the Miami Heat, went to Dallas. Did he do anything? 4-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year. Crazy. Tim Hardaway does not make the Hall of Fame this time around. League meetings, let's see what they're changing. Player will not be eligible for the entry or draft until they're at least removed from high school, or at least 1 year removed from high school, or international players 19 years old or older. So we can't change any of that. Draft lottery. Celtics have the number 1 odds. The pick 14 will be going to the Orlando Magic. Pick number 13 will be going to the Seattle Supersonics. Alright, pick number 12 is going to be going to the Indiana Pacers. So that's the team with Dwight Howard and Amari, so they're still getting the top pick. Pick number 11 is going to the Spurs. Pick number 10 is going to stay to the Clippers. Pick number 9 is going to stay with the 76ers. Okay. Pick number 8, the New York Knicks. They're going to stay with number 8. Poor Knicks. Number 7, or the Jazz going to stay with it. They're going to move up. They're going to stay with pick number 7. Pick number 6, the Charlotte Bobcats are going to stay with that pick. Pick number 5 are the Bulls, and they're going to stay with pick number 5. So no move so far. The Mavericks with number 4, and they're actually going to move up. So the Celtics move from the number 1 odds to pick number 4. The Kings are at 3, and they're going to get moved up. So the Suns lose, I believe, 2. So poor Kobe. So I believe it's going to be the Kings at 2 and the Mavericks at 1, or is it going to be the Mavericks at 2, Kings at 1? All right, that's a crazy thing. The Spurs do get pick number 30 as well, because the Lakers won the finals. So let's go ahead and see who's going to get picked for the Chris Paul draft. Pick number 1 in 2005 NBA draft. The Kings are going to be selecting Chris Paul. That's a good pickup. The Mavericks with the 2nd pick are going to be selecting Channing Frye. Don't know how I feel about that. The Suns with the 3rd pick are going to be selecting Darren Williams. So Darren Williams is going to go play with Kobe. The Celtics are going to be picking Andrew Bogut. Not a bad pick. The Chicago Bulls with the 5th pick are going to be trading their pick. They're going to be trading their 5th pick for the 8th pick and Jorge Garbarosa. So the Knicks are going to be selecting Marvin Williams. Alright. The Bobcats with 6 are going to be selecting Raymond Felton. Not a bad pickup. The Jazz with the 7th pick are going to be selecting Marcin Gortat. And the Bulls with the 8th pick this time are going to be trading this pick as well. They're going to be trading the 8th pick. Okay. What? So the Bulls traded a player and their 8th pick for the Bulls' 5th, just to trade back the 8th pick for Marvin Williams. Alright. The Knicks are on the clock, and they're going to be selecting Brandon Bass. Alright. That's 76ers are going to be also trading their pick for Theo Ratliff in a '07 first round lottery protected for the Rockets, and they're going to be selecting Danny Granger. Okay, so he's going to be backing up Carmelo. Luther Head goes 10. And we're just going to watch the lottery, of course. The Spurs are going to be selecting Charlie Villanueva. The Pacers are going to be selecting Rashad McCants. Oh, I skipped that one. Andre Blatch went 14 to the Magic. Jose Calderon 15 to the Grizzlies. And Salim 16 to the Timberwolves. So that's kind of crazy. Who do we skip out on? Linus Kleza going to the Supersonics. Any crazy ones? Andrew Bynum went 17 to the Hawks. Lou Will went to the Bucks. Gerald Green went to the Heat. Raptors picked up Amir Johnson. Monte Ellis went to the Cavs to go play with Shaq. So that is a pretty good one right there. So as always, we're going to skip a little bit ahead in free agency and see who signed where. So Paul Pierce went back to the Magic. Gilbert went back to the Warriors. Powell went back to the Heat. Peja has left San Antonio after one season to join the Denver Nuggets. Joe Johnson stayed with the Blazers. Tony Parker has left the Timberwolves to go join the Bucks. Shane Battier stayed with the Clippers. Jalen Rose stayed with the Nets. Tracy McGrady has stayed with the 76ers. Jason Richardson has gone back to the Knicks. Kerry Kittles has left the Hornets to go play with the Spurs. Keith Van Horn went back to the Hornets. Zydrunas went back to the Magic. Glenn Robinson back to the Bucks. Mahmoud back to the Pacers. Rashard Lewis has joined the Mavericks. Yeah, joined the Mavericks. He left the, Memphis Grizzlies. Juwan Howard has joined the Bobcats, leaving the Timberwolves. Andre Miller went back to the Lakers. Eddie Curry went back to the Lakers. Ron Mercer went back to the Nuggets. Mohamed Okur left the Raptors to join the Nuggets. Daniel Marshall left the Wizards to join the Jazz. Rod Strickland stayed with Washington. He's been all over the place. Wow. Byron Russell went back to the Pacers. And it looks like it's the last of the good players, really. Richard Jefferson is still here. Tim Thomas is still here. Tyson Chandler, Kenny Anderson, Mike Miller. So they're all going to go somewhere, and I'm going to see y'all for the next season. Alright, the 2006 NBA Draft is up next, featuring Brandon Roy, Andrea Bargnani, Rudy Gay, Adam Morrison, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rajon Rondo, Randy Foye, Paul Millsap, Rodney Carney, J.J. Redick, Tyrese Thomas, Kyle Lowry, Cedric Simmons, Craig Smith, Sheldon Williams, Jordan Farmer, Shannon Brown, Ronnie Brewer, Shawnee Williams, Thabo Cephalosha, Steve Novak, Leon Powell, PJ Tucker, and many, many more. Now, to give you a little update, I fixed the Steve Nash face scan, so he does have his MVP face scan instead of the rookie one that he had. Other than that, I didn't do anything else. So here we are. I'm gonna see y'all when we get to the All-Star weekend break. And yeah. So the 05-06 All-Stars. Out of the East, we got Stephon, Jason Terry, KG, Chris Webber, Shaquille O'Neal, Steve Francis, T-Mac, Paul Pierce, LeBron, Vin Baker, Hedo, Jason Richardson, Dirk. For the West, we got Kobe, Baron Davis, Peja, Sharif, Stephon Jackson, Manu Ginobili, Allen Iverson, who's now to a 91. So he's definitely playing better. Carmelo Anthony, Ron Artest, Kenyon Martin, Alonzo Mourning, Gilbert Arenas, and Corey Maggette. Dunk contest is LeBron, Kobe, Dwight, and J.R. Smith. Now that is a dunk contest right there. That's a dunk contest. 3-point, we got Manu, Peja, Michael Redd, Joe Johnson, Mike Miller, and Ron Artest. Give y'all a little quick update on, basically, I wanted to do season awards. So Player of the Weeks, Player of the Months, And Rookie of the Month, Chris Paul's won it all in the Western, but the East is up for grabs. On top of that, let's see, best team in the West right now is the Hornets, which is just crazy to say, but so be it. And then the best team in the East is the Miami Heat right now. Alright, getting to the end of the season, we got Gilbert Arenas winning MVP. Is that his first MVP? Or it is his first MVP, so shout out Gilbert. He is 23. We got Chris Paul winning Rookie of the Year. Penny Hardaway was Sixth Man of the Year. Who is he being the Sixth Man of? Shaq is Depoy yet again. TJ Ford Most Improved. Pat Callaway and Brian Bolden are your executives and coach. All NBA first team is Gilbert, Kevin Garnett, Carmelo, Shaq, and Baron Davis. Second team is Kobe, Sharif, Manu, Dirk, and Stephon. Third team is Hedo, Chris Webber, Joe Johnson, Allen Iverson, and Corey Maggette. Defensive team, we got Shaq, Ben Wallace, Theo Ratliff, Lonzo Mourning, and Kevin Garnett. Second team, we got Jason Kidd, Karolinko, Tim Duncan, Dwight, and Ron Artest. Rookie team, we got Chris Paul, Bogut, Darren Williams, Brandon Bass, and Raymond Felton. And then the second team, we got Channing Frye, Linus Kleza, Marcin Gortat, Chuck Hayes, and Amir Johnson. So that is pretty interesting. Something I realized I forgot to do the last season, 04 to 05, is the season stats, so my apologies for that. I don't think I can check last season, so points per game, Carmelo led the league as the best scorer. Shaq led the league in reboundings. Stephon led the league in assists. Stephon led the league in steals. Shaq led the league in blocks. Stephon led the league in turnovers. Vince Carter led the league in fouls. Most efficient is Kenyon Martin. And then the best three-point shooter is Rodney Rogers, who's injured. So it's also between Tim Thomas. So pick your poison. Best free throw shooter is Mo Williams. So he was going kind of crazy with Chris Paul backing him up, I just realized. Any surprise? I mean, Kobe is not in the playoffs yet again. Kobe is right here trying his hardest. He's a 97 overall, I believe the best player in the league. He just can't get it done. First round of the playoffs, the Wizards are gone, the Bucks are gone, Kings are gone, Rockets are gone, Cavs are gone, Nuggets are gone, Pacers are gone, and the Timberwolves are gone. So Shaq lost in the first round yet again to LeBron and Jay Rich. Man, that's a nasty. LeBron dropped 45 and 10. Hold on, like game 1, LeBron 15, 3 and 6. Game 2, LeBron 28, 1 and 5. Game 3, LeBron 23, 6 and 13 with Jay Rich 37, 10 and 7. LeBron 37 and 4 here. I mean, LeBron 28, 5 and 5. Another LeBron 38, 5 and 5 game. Yeah, LeBron might be the underdog here because he's coming in not the greatest. And Blazers are gone. LeBron does get eliminated. The Lakers are gone. So we will have a new finals appearance for one team at least. So that is pretty interesting. We do have the Pistons getting eliminated and the Warriors getting eliminated. So we have the Hornets and the Heat, which I want to say the Hornets have already won something, right? Yeah, the Hornets have won 2 championships already. They were led by Mitch Richmond, but Terry Mills and Dee Brown ended up getting them. They actually went back-to-back against Hakeem when he was on the Sonics and beat out Hakeem twice. So that is interesting. So this is the first time in a while. Is that the Hornets in about 10 years since the Hornets were in the finals. So game 1 goes to the Hornets by a slight, what is that, 17? Hornets, Kenyon Martin 28-10, Carter 21-7, Stephon, he's doing his thing. Game 2 goes to the Heat by 7. By 7. Stephon 26-8, Nick Van Exel 15-5-11. Vince Carter and Kenyon couldn't get it done. Game 3 also goes to the Heat. I mean, the Heat's got a crazy team, so they win by 16 or 15? Yeah, 15. Game 4, the Heat do take. They win this one by my math isn't mathing. I'm not even gonna try that. What is that? 19? Or no? It's not 19. That's crazy. I just said 19. Yep, I failed math as a kid. Anyways, game 5. The Heat are leading the series 3-1. Can the Hornets do a comeback? And the answer is going to be yes. The Hornets are going to fight the game. They're leading by 30 in this game. Kenyon 26-9-8. Vince Carter 22-7-5. Game 6. Can the Hornets force game 7 or will they be eliminated? The Heat are lacking behind. The Heat are down by 20 right now. Can they face it back? And it looks like it's going to be a no. They win by, 19, I believe. Hornets move to a game 7. Their team's going crazy. Game 7 at the Hornets' home. Can they win? We're going to try to go a little bit slower just to see. We're going to hop in, most likely, even if it's a blowout. I think, right? So worth it to hop in. The Hornets' 3rd ring in about 11 or 12 years. 150-117. The New Orleans Hornets, led by Kenyon Martin, who is winning Finals MVP, who averaged 21-8-5, a steal, and 2 blocks a game. The Hornets got 3 wings. That's crazy. 3 rings. We got Darren McKee retiring. Rod Strickland, Tom Garrick, Sean Kemp is retiring. Vlade Divac, Tony Kukoc, Antonio Davis, Mahmoud, Cedric Ceballos, Billy Owens, Willie Burton, Dennis Scott, Luke Longley, Tom Gugliotta, Tim Burrows, Mark McCone, Donald Hodge, Dale Davis, Bison Dele, Chris Coriciani, Wesley Persons, Rick Fox is retiring, Jamal Mashburn, Bruce Bowen, Galen Nickerson, George Lynch, Robert Werden, Anthony Goldwire, Khalid Reeves, Sharon Wright, Terrell Brandon, Allah Abdalani, Chris Mills, Darvin Ham, Bobby Phillips is gone, Brian Evans, Lee Nowlin, Kelvin Garrett, Matt Stigenga, Rashawn McLeod, and that is it. So Hall of Fame inductees, we have Mahmoud. Jersey retirements, we have Sean Kemp and Mahmoud retiring their jerseys. He gets 24 on the Pacers, and he gets 40 on the Kings. We're going to be going to draft lottery next. And it's going to be the Clippers with the first pick. Mavs with 2, Nets with 3, Spurs with 4, Sonics with 5, Suns with 6 yet again. They're having bad luck. 2006 NBA Draft. The Clippers are going to be selecting Brandon Roy. Not a bad pick. The Dallas Mavericks going to be selecting Rajon Rondo. The Nets are going to be selecting Andrea Bargnani. The Spurs select Rudy Gay. The Sonics select Randy Foye, and the Suns select LaMarcus Aldridge. Thank you, Phoenix. The Craig Smith goes to the Bulls at 7. The Bobcats pick J.J. Redick at 8. It's not a bad pick. The Jazz pick Paul Millsap at 9. That is a great pickup for them. The Celtics at 10 are going to be selecting... Nope, they're trading their pick. So the 10th pick is being traded for Walter Herman And an '08 first round lottery protected pick, the Kings are going to be selecting Damir Markota. So, okay, the 76ers are going to be selecting Kyle Lowry to pair up with T-Mac. The Raptors are going to be selecting Shannon Brown. The Hawks with the 13th pick are going to be selecting Rodney Carney. The 14th pick, the Grizzlies are going to be selecting Jordan Farmer. The Knicks at 15 are going to be trading their pick. Seems like they like to trade it. They're going to be trading for the 76ers, LaFonso Ellis. The 76ers are going to be selecting Tyrese Thomas. I don't know how I feel about that. Minnesota Timberwolves are going to be selecting Adam Morrison, and we're out. Let's see if there was any really good pickups afterwards. Rodney Brewer went to the Kings. PJ Tucker went to the Wizards. JJ Barea to the Nuggets. Leon Powell to the Lakers. Thabo to the Magic. Daniel Gibson to the Pacers. Any good pickups in the second round? Steve Novak to the Mavericks. And that looks about it. So, yep. Free agency. Y'all know the vibes here. We're going to simulate ahead and see. So, Jason Terry has left the Magic to join up with Kobe Bryant. Wow. The Timberwolves are going to retain Yao Ming. Jermaine O'Neal is going to stay with the Grizzlies. Vince Carter has just left the team he just won a ring on to go join the Bucks. Mike Bibby has stayed with the Jazz. Mark Stoudemire has stayed with the Pacers. Carlos Boozer stayed with the Heat. Allen Houston has restayed with the Suns. Gauskas has left the Magic to join the Kings. Katino Mobley has left Seattle to join the Bulls. Eddie Jones has gone back to the Celtics. Sean Bradley has gone back to the Bobcats. Nene has went to the Sonics. Ricky Davis has gone back to the Blazers. Jason Hart back to the Hornets. Jay Williams back to the Nuggets. Tim Thomas has left Portland to go join the Magic. Bonzi Wells has left the Cavs to join the 76ers. J.R. Reed has gone to the Clippers. Antoine Jameson went back to the Raptors. Brad Miller back to the Raptors. George Mirasan left the Spurs to go to the Jazz. Dikembe back to the Mavericks. Ty Lue to the Cavs. Rafe LaFrentz to the Cavs. So the Cavs are getting kind of stacked. Any good free agents left? Caron Butler, Mike Miller, Richard Hamilton. So, yep, I'm going to see y'all for the next season. 2007 NBA Draft featuring the Slim Reaper. Yes, we all know him. Some of us hate him. Some of us love him. But Kevin Durant is in this next draft class, along with Al Horford, Mark Gasol. We got Al Thornton, Greg Oden, Mike Conley, Thaddeus Young, Jeff Green, Yi Ji Lin, Joakim Noah, Corey Brewer, Ramon Sessions, Rodney Stuckey, Nick Young, Glenn Davis, Marco Bellinelli, Spencer Hawes, Jared Dudley, Rudy Fernandez, Aaron Afalo, Daquan Cook, Aaron Brooks, Tiago Splitter, Wilson Chandler, Carl Landry, Mirza Teletovic, AC Law, Sean Williams, Jason Smith, Joel Anthony, Brandon Wright, Gary Neal, Carter Martin, Bobby Brown, Javaris Crittenton, Anthony Tolliver, Gustavo Ayon. We got a lot of good players and a lot of meh players. But the main one being Kevin Durant. Who will be drafting him? I don't know yet. Let's go look at the 76ers. We're going to look at all the teams real quick. They do have Trace McGrady and Theo Ratliff, along with Bonzi Wells and Howard Isley, along with a rookie, Kyle Lowry. The Charlotte Bobcats have Hedo Turkoglu, Juwan Howard, Trevor Ariza in his about to be third season, Sean Bradley, Raymond Felton. They also got J.J. Redick down there. The Bucks have Tony Parker, Vince Carter, Christian Laettner, Bobby Jackson, Leonardo Barbosa, Mike Dunleavy, Lou Williams, Glenn Robinson, who is injured, but he will be back, and Charlie Ward. So that team's pretty solid. They have no center, but Christian Laettner can technically play their center. The Bulls have Nazir Muhammad, Catino Mobley, Devin Harris, Trenton Hassel, Marvin Williams, and Chris Porter. The Shaq-led Cavs got him, James Posey, Tyronn Lue, Speedy Claxton, Ben Gordon, Josh Howard, Monte Ellis, Todd Day, Rafe LaFrentz, Cedric Simmons. The Celtics got Dirk, Eddie Jones, Damon Stoudemire, Andrew Bogut, and that's about it. The Clippers got Shane Battier, Corey Maggette, Desmond Mason, Jameer Nelson, and Brandon Roy. With J.R. Reed. The Grizzlies got Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, Ben Wallace, Caron Butler, John Salmons, Sasha Vucevic, Jose Calderon. The Hawks got Ray Allen, Steve Francis, Jeff Foster, Luke Walton, Gerald Wallace, along with an old 37-year-old Gary Payton and Michael Finley. They also have Jabari Smith. He's still in the league somehow. So Andrew Bynum is also here. Got the Heat, the Stephon Marbury, Pau Gasol, Nick Van Exel, Carlos Boozer, Karolinko, Steve Smith. The Hornets, the previous champions, where I can't believe Vince Carter left them, but Kenyon Martin, Tyson Chandler, Mike Miller, who joined them instead of Vince Carter, Jason Hart, Keith Van Horn. They got Jim Jackson now as well. He used to be Hakeem's best player. We got the Jazz with Wally Szczerbiak, Mike Bibby, Marcus Banks, Donyell Marshall, Tony Allen, George Mearson, and Kyle Korver. They also got Paul Millsap. The Kings with Zydrunas, who just joined them. Paul, his second season. Luau Deng, who's still here. Brendan Haywood, Mo Peterson. We got the Knicks with LeBron, who's at a 94 at the age of 21. Jason Richardson, Jason Williams, LaFonso Ellis, and Mark Jackson. We got the Lakers with Steven Jackson, Manu Ginobili, Andre Miller, Eddie Curry. We got the Magic with Paul Pierce, Chris Kaman, Penny Hardaway. So Penny Hardaway was coming behind Jason Terry, but now it's just him and Paul Pierce and Kaman. With Tim Thomas and Richard Jefferson, who joined the Sacramento Kings last season after being good with Denver and then left them. And Eric Snow and Kevin Martin. We got the Mavericks with Iguodala, Rashard Lewis, Channing Frye, Dikembe Mutombo, Derek Fisher, Anderson Varejao, Chauncey Billups, and Rondo are down there. The Nets with Chris Webber, Jalen Rose. The Nuggets with now Peja, who actually was here last season. Ron Mercer, Mehmet Okur, D. Wade, who's not the greatest, so I don't know, man. We got the Pacers with Chris Bosh, Dwight Oh my, wait a minute. Chris Bosh, Dwight Howard, Amari Stoudemire, Jamal Crawford. It's gonna be a favorite unless they don't keep Chris Bosh or Dwight. But we got Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan over here. We got Jerry Stackhouse, Lamar and Antoine, Carmelo, J. Kidd. They still got Danny Granger down there with J.R. Smith, Alonzo Mourning, Kerry Kittles, Marquise Daniels, and Rudy Gay. We got Kobe, Jason Terry, Allen Houston, Emeka Okafor, and Darren Williams. That's going to be a crazy team to watch. Hopefully they do better now that they got Jason Terry along with Kobe. He does average 9 assists. Kobe is Kobe. So Sonics, Baron Davis basically. Timberwolves led by Yao Ming and Sharif with Zach Randolph and Brent Berry. They also got Adam Morrison. The Trailblazers with Joe Johnson. Warriors, Allen Iverson and Gilbert. Wizards, Marcus Camby and Vin Baker. The 06 to 07 All-Stars. We got Jason Richardson. Is this his first All-Star? No, it's his second. We got Stephon with his 6, KG with his 11th. He's so far doing pretty good. We got LeBron, of course. We got Shaq, Nick Van Exel, Ray Allen, Chris Webber, Hedo Turkoglu, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce, Vince Carter, Tim Duncan on the East. On the West, we got Gilbert Arenas, Allen Iverson, Steven Jackson, Carmelo Anthony, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Jason Kidd, Manu Ginobili, Kenyon Martin, Peja Stojakovic, Yao Ming, Corey Maggette, Kobe Bryant, who's 98. Whew, damn. Ben Wallace. Wow, Ben Wallace. This is his first All-Star appearance since getting drafted in 1996. So, shouts to him. The dunk contest, we got Kobe, J.R. Smith, Carmelo Anthony, and Andre Iguodala. 3-point contest, we got Michael Redd, Peja, Ray Allen, Larry Hughes, Hedo Turkoglu, and Corey Maggette. As far as standings go, the Blazers on top of the West with a 58-23 record, and the Pacers on top of the East with a 61-20 record. Who do they got? Bam Serra, Byron Russell, Chris Bosh, Dwight Howard, Amari Stoudemire. Oh my God. And let's check who the Portland Trailblazers had. They got Joe Johnson, Rasheed Wallace. All right, not too bad, not too bad. That was unexpected. Jason Richardson, MVP, averaging 30 points a game, 8.4 rebounds, 6.1 assists, 1.3 steals, and 1 block a game. We got Brandon Roy as the Rookie of the Year. We got Brandon Roy as the Sixth Man of the Year. We got Ben Wallace, his first DPOY. And then we got Chris Kaman as Most Improved. Tom Brewer is Coach of the Year. And Sam Knox is Executive. This will all be a first team with Jason Richardson, Kevin Garnett, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, and Gilbert Arenas. The second team's got Dirk, Sharif, Baron Davis, Stephon Marbury, and Manu. Third team's got AI, ISO Joe, Steven Jackson, Pau Gasol, and Jason Hart, who is a real guy. So, I mean, it's cool. All defensive team, we got Ben Wallace, Shane Battier, Jermaine O'Neal, Kevin Garnett, and LeBron. Second team, we got Ron Artest, Jason Kidd. Ron Artest is on the same team as Ben Wallace and Jermaine O'Neal. Oh my. Alright, but Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, Pau Gasol, and Steven Jackson. It's the all-rookie first team. And then this is the all-rookie second team. Real quick, while we're here, we're going to go look at the league leaders. So yeah, Jason Richardson led the league in scoring, 0.3 above LeBron. Tim Duncan led in rebounding, 0.2 above Pau and Kevin Garnett. Assist was Jason Hart with 0.5 over Jason Williams. LeBron and Allen Iverson tied in steals. And then Shaq beat Jermaine O'Neal by 0.1. Turnover leaders was Baron Davis. Foul leader was Kenyon Martin. Most efficient shooter was Dwight Howard. Makes sense. Most efficient three-point shooter was Luther Head, a 78 overall, shooting 52%. Not too shabby. Y'all already know the drill. We're going to simulate the first round. The Pistons are out. The Kings are out. The Rockets are out. The 76ers are out. The Clippers are out. And that is it. So let's go see who all lost. So the Raptors, Jerry Stackhouse, Antoine Jameson, Steve Nash, and Lamar Odom are gone. For the Pistons, Othello Harrington, Tim Duncan, Jonathan Bender, Quentin Richardson, they're gone. LeBron beat the Heat with Stephon, Nick Van Exel, Pau Gasol, Carlos Boozer, I'm assuming? Yeah, Carlos Boozer, and Steve Smith, and Gerald Green, and Andre Kirilenko. Yeah, this Heat team was kind of crazy. Wow, they got Ime Udoka back here, and Michael Olowokandi. The 76ers are gone. They got, that's T-Mac's team. T-Mac and Kyle Lowry, they are gone. Over here in the West, the Clippers with B-Roy, Desmond Mason, Shane Battier, they are gone. The Timberwolves with Yao Ming, Zach Randolph are gone. The Rockets with Jason Kidd, J.R. Smith, Carmelo are gone. They also got Danny Granger. And yeah, the Kings with Chris Paul, Zadrunas, Luau Deng are gone. Second round, the Nuggets are gone. And the Warriors are gone. The Pacers are gone. So LeBron has bested the first seeded Pacers. Or no, not LeBron. Wait, is LeBron? No. Oh yeah, this is Jason Richardson's team. My bad. Jason Richardson dropped 46 in Game 7. That's kind of crazy. Over here, it looks like we got a Shaq showdown with Jawan, Tyronn Lue, Sean Marion now. And yeah, Allen Iverson and Gilbert are not really working out over here. And then the Nuggets with, I'm assuming that's Jay Williams, okay, Peja Stojakovic, D Wade. They did not make it on to the next round. The Cavs have been swept, and the Blazers lose in 7. So I was right. LeBron was on the Knicks, but I'm guessing he was injured for this series. Was he injured in the series? No, he wasn't. So Jason Richardson clutched up for LeBron, but LeBron swept Shaq 44, 9, and 7 steals. Jason Richardson 36 and 10. And we got the Hornets beating the first seed over here with Larry Hughes, Jason Hart, Mike Miller, Keith Van Horn, Kenyon Martin. So it's going to be an interesting one. So game 1 does go to the Knicks. LeBron drops 29 and 5. Jason Richardson 26, 9 and 6. This is Brandon Bass. Brandon Bass. Who is this? Jason Williams. LeBron's got a super team. I mean, not really, but you know. Game 2 goes to the Knicks by 12. LeBron dropped a 53, 6, 7, and 3 game. Jason Richardson with 29. Jason Hart can't keep up. He's averaging almost, what is that, a triple-double almost? Game 3, it is going to be the Knicks by 5. LeBron 21 and 9. Jason Richardson led the way though with 31, 7, and 9. 8 turnovers. That was crazy work. And Jason Hart, he's trying, man. Can we see LeBron win his first ring, or will the Hornets stay and fight for another day? And it looks like the Hornets are going to run away with this one. In fact, they definitely ran away with that one. Winning by, what is that, 30 points. LeBron, he had 34, 6, and 6. But I guess it couldn't stop 3 20-point per game scores, plus the 17 and 15 from Larry Hughes and Mike Miller. Game 5, can the Hornets stay and push to game 6, or are they going to get beaten? And it looks like they are going to push a game 6 so far. And the comeback, it didn't work. Jason Richardson couldn't get it done. LeBron couldn't get it done. LeBron, you can't choke a 3-0 lead. Game 6, we got them tying back and forth. Both scored 31. This is going to be a nail biter of a game. Unless, did the Knicks run away with it? No. Oh. Alright, so the Knicks did run away. We're going to jump in and watch LeBron win a ring. That is exactly what we're going to do. So it is Hornets ball, down by 10, 40 seconds. Unless the Hornets just magically hit some threes, it's not really going to matter. As they get a turnover instantly, LeBron with a steal to Jason Richardson, jamming it down the lane. They got now a 12-point lead. LeBron with a quick steal, assist, and Jason Richardson with a bucket. Who just pulled that up? I don't know, but he missed. LeBron gets the board, and LeBron is wearing number 40. I don't know how I feel about that, but Jason Williams gives it to, who is that, Jackson? I don't know, but he missed, but it doesn't matter. LeBron is going to be winning. Jason Hart to Mike Miller. He's going to miss. Get the board back to Jason Hart. Back to Mike Miller. He's going to put it up. He's going to make it. Is that Earl Boykins? on the court. I think that's Earl Boykins on the court. Jason Williams is going to dribble out the clock, and that's going to be the first ring for LeBron James, and I think the second in Knicks history. I don't think they won anything before, but I could be wrong. But oh yeah, LeBron gets his first ring. So inspirational. It's 2007, 2006 and 7. Funny enough, this is the same year he made it with the Cavs. They lost to the Spurs that year, but LeBron definitely, he wanted it, and he got Finals MVP for it. I'm also gonna try to get LeBron to wear number 23. LeBron in that final game, 30 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 1 block. Jason Richardson, 27, 10, and 4. Jason Hart with another triple-double. He's going to be someone to watch out for in the future. And then we got young Tyson Chandler on his way coming up. But congratulations to the New York Knicks for taking home the championship. LeBron is your Finals MVP. He averaged 32, 4.7, 7.3, 2.2, and 1.3. Shooting 54, 80, 48. Pretty good for LeBron. I do want to see, is that the first Knicks championship of this series? No. So, oh, that's right. So, that's right. So, Jordan was drafted to the Knicks. So, that's the Knicks' 4th champion in history. Yeah. So, that's the Knicks' 4th champion in history, or 4th championship in history. The first one being Michael Jordan, who won over 4-2. And I think that's why LeBron can't wear number 23, because I'm pretty sure Jordan had it about 10 or like 12 years prior. So that is kind of crazy to think. But LeBron is your Finals MVP. We're going to be going on to the offseason. Retirements, we got J.R. Reed, Nick Anderson, Sean Elliott. We got Gary Payton, Dino Raja, Dikembe Mutombo, Robert Horry. LaFonso Ellis retires with the ring. Tracy Murray retires with the ring. Yeah, that's his first time. He was an all-star back in 1996. Crazy. Tracy Murray is a 2-time champion, so he was with Jordan the year they won a ring. So he's been here for quite a long time. We got Sean Rooks, Malik Sealy, Chris Gatlin, Chris Whitney, Latrell Sprewell, Adam Keefe, Clarence Witherspoon, Brian Grant, P.J. Brown, Stanley Roberts, Greg Ostertag, Oliver Miller, Sam Cassell, Bo Outlaw. We got Gary Trent, Popeye Jones, Eric Montrose, Kevin Ollie, Michael Smith, Carlos Rogers, A.C. Earl, Rex Walters, Monty Williams, Eric Mobley, Sherelle Ford, Malik Rose, Elliot Perry, Jared Mustaf, and so many more players who are going. Staff retirements, I don't think we got any real staff, so that's cool. Gary Payton gets his jersey retired for being with the Timberwolves for 14 years. He's getting number 2 retired, and then Nick Anderson with the Cavs for 15 years. He's getting number 25 retired. League meeting, we're not going to change anything. Draft lottery. So the Spurs have the number 1 chance. So let's go see. So the Jazz get the first pick. Celtics 2, Spurs 3, Bucks 4, Bulls 5. Where's the Knicks picking at? They're picking at number 30. So that is pretty good. So the 2007 NBA draft, it looks like the Utah Jazz are going to end up with Kevin Durant, and that is who they pick. So the Utah Jazz select Kevin Durant. The Celtics select... Alright, look, I'm not one to be mad, right? But you got Al Horford, Mark Gasol, even Greg Oden, right? Mike Conley, okay? Even players like Nick Young in this draft class. And you draft Ramon Sessions. Alright, Celtics, you do you. The third pick, the Spurs are going to be selecting. Nope, they're going to be. Oh no, they're going to. Okay, so they do draft Marc Gasol. Who to back up Alonzo Mourning. The Bucks are going to select Al Horford. The fifth pick, the Bulls are going to be selecting Jeff Green, who's currently a Bull right now. So that's kind of funny. The Grizzlies are going to be trading their pick for Alonzo Mourning and Marcus Fizer. So this is a crazy trade considering they just drafted Marc Gasol. And now they're getting the sixth pick and they're going to be selecting Yi Jianlian. So they have now Yi Jianlian and Marc Gasol as their backcourt or front court. The Lakers are going to be trading their pick to the Bucks for Christian Laettner and Bobby Jackson. So the Bucks are going to be getting Al Horford and Al Thornton. Okay. The Sacramento Kings, they're going to be selecting Thaddeus Young. That's not a bad pickup. The New Jersey Nets are going to be selecting Marco Bellinelli with pick 9. Pick number 10 for the Raptors, they're going to be selecting Greg Oden. So Greg Oden does still go top 10 in this simulation. Bobcats are going to be selecting Joakim Noah with the 11th pick. The 12th pick, the Supersonics are going to be trading their pick to the Hawks for Jeff Foster and an 11 first round. So the Hawks are going to be selecting Tiago Splitter, Spurs legend. Pick number 13, the Mavericks will be selecting Corey Brewer. Pick number 14, the Nuggets will be selecting Mike Conley. That is a good pickup by the Nuggets. Pick number 15, the Raptors will be selecting Aaron Aflalo. So we're going to sim to the end and see who all did we miss. So Nick Young went to the Pistons, Ronnie Stuckey to the Sixers, Wilson Chandler to the Heat. We got Glenn Davis, big baby Glenn Davis, going to the Timberwolves. Rudy Fernandez going to the Hornets. Jared Dudley to the Cavs. And do we have anybody who's really needs to be here? So we got Mario West, James Owen Curry, Jermario Davidson. No one too crazy. Anthony Tolliver did go in the second round. Carl Laundrie's here. Mirza Teletovic is here. That's it. So y'all know the drill with free agency. We're gonna skip a few days ahead, and by few I mean almost all of it. And let's see. So LeBron did go back to the Knicks. Carmelo went back to the Rockets. Chris Miles went back to the Pacers. Dirk went back to the Celtics. Ron Artest back to the Grizzlies. Vin Baker, where you at? Were you with the Grizzlies or the Clippers? No, so Vin Baker joins the Clippers. Baron Davis back to Seattle. Steve Francis back to Atlanta. Corey Maggette back to the Clippers. Jason Williams signed back with the Knicks. Nazir Muhammad back to the Bulls. And this is all really that's left. D Wade, who isn't becoming a superstar, which is crazy. His peers in the 2003 draft are already up there, and D Wade is kind of just not. Let's see what players are still left. We got Sharif, Elton Brand, and Karan Butler, and Steve Nash, but I'm going to see y'all for the next season. 2008 season, y'all already know the draft class. We got Derrick Rose, Michael Beasley, Kevin Love, Danilo Gallinari, Russell Westbrook, OJ Mayo, Brooke Lopez, DJ Augustine, Eric Gordon, DeAndre Jordan. We got Timothy Mozgov, Serge Ibaka, Roy Hibbert, Robin Lopez, George Hill, Mario Chalmers, Jason Thompson, Nick Batum, Jared Bayless, Marie Spice, JaVale McGee, Anthony Morrow, Ryan Anderson, Brandon Rush, DJ White, and so many more players. Even Goran Dragic is here. So, favors to win. Let's go see who they got. Actually, do I want to go? Yeah. Let's go look at power rankings. So they got so far the Knicks at the top here, the Knicks at the top here. NBA.com has the Lakers being the best team. So that's pretty cool, but I'm going to see y'all for All-Stars and The All-Stars, we got Tony Parker, KG, Chris Webber, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Tracy McGrady, Dirk Nowitzki, Hedo Turkoglu, Tim Duncan, Chris Bosh, Vince Carter, and Jalen Rose, and Jason Richardson. So, no LeBron. Okay. The West, we got Allen Iverson, Manu, Carmelo, Sharif, Steven Jackson, Joe Johnson, Gilbert Arenas, Ron Artest, Yao Ming, Zydrunas, Vin Baker, Jason Kidd, and Caron Butler. For the dunk contest, we got Kobe, JR, Marcus Dothit, and Dwight Howard. In the three-point contest, we got Michael Redd, Joe Johnson, Caron Butler, Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, and Mike Miller. Just the all rookies. Just if you wanted to see it, then I guess sophomores. You know what I'm saying? So the NBA draft is up. The Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook draft. The Chicago Bulls will be selecting OJ Mayo with the first pick. 76ers is going to be selecting Russell Westbrook. So the Wizards have a chance of getting Derrick Rose, and they're going to select Derrick Rose. He's going to Washington. The Spurs are going to be selecting Brook Lopez, which they just took Marc Gasol last. The Nuggets are going to be selecting Danilo Gallinari. That's a weird pick by the Spurs. Brook Lopez. The Lakers are going to be selecting Kevin Love. That is a solid pickup right there. The Nets are going to be selecting... Oh, nope, they're trading their pick to the Orlando Magic for Chris Kaman. So the Magic are going to be selecting Timothy Mozgov. Alright, we like it. Who's going to get paired up with Kevin Durant? Michael Beasley. 2 shooters, Sacramento Kings are going to be selecting Eric Gordon. The Kobe-led Phoenix Suns, who are they getting? They're getting DeAndre Jordan. Alright, not too bad. The Thunder, they're going to be selecting Nicholas Batum. And... the Cavs are going to be selecting Mario Chalmers with the 12th pick. With the 13th pick, the Pistons are going to be selecting Serge Ibaka. Not a bad pickup. Pretty good. Pretty crazy that he went that late. Jason Thompson goes 14 to the Heat. And the Raptors are up at 15. They're going to be trading their pick. Raptors are going to be trading the 15th pick to the Magic for Eric Snow and a lottery first round protected in 2010. They're going to be selecting Robin Lopez. So they selected Robin Lopez and Timothy Mozgov. The Magic are then going to be selecting the 16, get Jared Bayless. And I want to watch the Knicks. So, the Knicks are going to be selecting DJ Augustine. So that says it all. Free agency. So we got signed real quick. Let's see. Iguodala back to the Mavs. Luol Deng to the Kings. Back to the Timberwolves. Back to the Rockets. Back to the Hornets. So far, so good. Any crazy ones so far? I mean, this is not my job, so Dwight Howard has gone back to the Pacers. That is pretty good. Q Rich back to there. Al Jefferson back to the Warriors. Looks like everything's going to stay the same. Need MVP. Kevin Durant with Rookie of the Year. Zach Randolph, 6th Man of the Year. Shane Battier is Depoy, which is kind of crazy. And Kyle Lowry, Most Improved. Jack Sigma, Coach of the Year. Warren Dantley is Executive. This is the All-NBA First Team. That's the All-NBA Second Team. We got the All-NBA Third Team. The All-Defensive First Team. The All-Defensive Second Team. The All-Rookie First Team, looking pretty solid. And then the All-Rookie Second Team, also looking pretty solid. Going off of that, look at league leaders. So Carmelo led the league in scoring. Zydrunas led it in rebounding. Chris Paul with assists. He's only 21. That's crazy. So is Rondo, I guess. So technically, they both getting up there. Steals is Allen Iverson. Blocks is Marc Gasol. Turnovers, Stephon Marbury. Fouls, Vince Carter. Most efficient was Dwight Howard, and most efficient three-point shooter was Roger Mason, with Richard Hamilton directly behind him. So that is pretty cool to see. Was there any crazy trades that happened? Let's see. Oh, the Knicks trade Earl Boykins and Ryan Bone for Penny Hardaway and Ronald Murray. Okay. Any other thing that's like crazy? Cavaliers trade Sean Marion and Rafe LaFrentz for Karolinko in a first round. And that's all the trades that happened. And Knicks traded Mark Jackson for Jahidi White and Victor Krajapa. So, okay. So the Knicks got LeBron, Jason Richardson, Jason Williams, and old Penny Hardaway, who is weird that he's not. I mean, he went from New Jersey to Orlando, which is pretty funny, but old Penny Hardaway. So we got the first-seeded Rockets with a crazy team against a pretty good Maverick squad. You got the Hornets versus the Warriors. You got the Clippers versus the Blazers. And then the Timberwolves versus the Grizzlies on the West. On the East, you got the Boston Celtics versus LeBron and his Knicks, previous champions. We got the Bobcats versus Magic, who's got a pretty solid team. You got the Bucks with Tony Parker and Vince Carter, is kind of crazy. And Al Horford, Lou Williams. Oh yeah, this team is pretty good. Against the Hawks with Steve Francis, Ray Allen, Gerald Wallace. They won a couple rings in the simulation when they had Len Bias. And then we got the Pacers as the first seed again. I mean, star-studded big men. And you got the Raptors. They're still doing their thing. So round one, let's see what happens. The Mavericks are the first to go. Then the previous champion Knicks. Then the Bucks. Then the Clippers. So really no surprise other than LeBron getting out in the first round. Jason Richardson and LeBron couldn't get it done. I guess that trade for Penny didn't really do y'all any good. Round number two. The Pacers, the first seed is out. The Warriors are out. The Blazers are out. So you got the Rockets and Timberwolves and the Atlanta Hawks versus the Celtics. The Hawks are going to sweep, and the Rockets are going to beat the Timberwolves. So we got a Carmelo-led Rockets team facing off against the Ray Allen, I guess, led Hawks. So game one goes to the Hawks by 2 points. Keon Dooling is their leading scorer. Like, yeah, dude. I think the Rockets are kind of cooked. Jason Kidd, 22-6. Carmelo, 21-9-8. Game two, the Rockets do take by 23 points. Carmelo had 43. Game three goes to the Hawks by, 14. Ray Allen led with 32, Carmelo with 30. Game four, Rockets take by, 33 points. J.R. Smith led the way there. Game five, we do have the Hawks winning this one. Wally Serbiak leads that. So, game six, can the Rockets get Carmelo to game seven and potentially a ring over the Hawks? Win, I believe, their fourth ring in history. And it's gonna look like the Rockets will push to a game seven, winning by 6 points. So game seven, ring on the line. Rockets are at home. Can they clutch up and defeat the much more seasoned Hawks team? And if the game gets a little bit closer, I was going to get in, but it looks like the Rockets are just going away with it each time. So, yep, that is going to be that. The Rockets are your 2007-8 champions. Congratulations, Carmelo Anthony does get his first ever ring and a Finals MVP to go along with it. Now, I do believe that is, yeah, see, the Hawks won twice. Yeah, Hawks won twice in this sim. Oh no, my bad. They won 4 times in this sim. The Hawks were going crazy. Remember, Shaq came in as a rookie, won 2 rings. Remember that. But yeah, this is the Rockets' first championship, and I believe in history, actually. Unless they won as one of these teams, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, that is the Rockets' first ring with Carmelo Anthony leading them. Player retirements, we got Kenny Anderson, Christian Laettner, we got Brian Stiff, Jim Jackson, Doug Overton, Walt Williams, Rodney Rogers, George Mearson, Sean Bradley, Eddie Jones, Bobby Hurley, Terry Deerheer, Lindsey Hunter, John Best, Isaiah Ryder, Charlie Ward. We got Howard Isley, Alan Henderson, Eric Williams, James Robinson, Eric Piatowski, Chauncey Billups, who didn't really amount to anything in this simulation. He is gone. Bobby Jackson, Lucius Harris, and so many more. We're going to look at the draft lottery next. The Bulls have the chance to pick up Derrick Rose again. I would love that. I really would love that. The 76ers are 2, Wizards 3, Spurs 4, Nuggets 5, and y'all saw the rest. One of my favorite years, one of my favorite draft classes, the 2009 draft class, featuring Blake Griffin, Stephen Curry, Tyreek Evans, Ricky Rubio, Brandon Jennings, Darren Collison, Amari Cassapi, Johnny Flynn, Terrence Williams, Drew Holiday, DeMar DeRozan, Wesley Matthews, Wayne Ellington, Taj Gibson, James Harden, Tony Douglas, Patty Mills, Patrick Beverly, Ty Lawson, Damari Carroll, Danny Green, Jordan Hill, Tyler Hansbrough, Jeff Teague, Jonas Jerebeko, Jody Meeks, Gerald Henderson, Alonzo G, Hashim Thabit, Chase Budinger, AJ Price, Sergio Lowell, Joe Ingles, Marcus Thornton, and so many more. But let's go ahead and get to the All-Stars. We'll go to right here for that. So far in the simulation, who do y'all think is the GOAT? Y'all should comment down below. Let me know who has the greatest career so far. I would think it would be Magic. I mean, Magic won like 6 or 7 rings, had like 8 or 9 MVPs. I mean, he went crazy in the very beginning. That was definitely the Magic era, not gonna lie. And then Shaq in the second part of this huge upload, having 2 rings, I believe a deploy or 2, and then I think an MVP. I think, can't fully remember. I'd have to go back and look at that. But Shaq went crazy too, which is the weird part. So we've seen a lot of legends. We've seen a lot of people's careers not go as planned. Like Jordan only winning 1 ring with the New York Knicks, funny enough. Now LeBron is here. We did change his number to 6. By the way, it just felt weird that he was wearing number 40. I mean, come on now, LeBron is either 23 or 6. And most of the time it was 23. So it's so weird to see LeBron with that, but you know, it works. But yeah, so it's been a crazy simulation so far. For the rest of this video, we got, what is this, 4 years? No, 5 years left, because we're in the 2008 to 9. So let's go look at All-Stars. For the West, or for the East, we got Jason Richardson, Stephon Marbury, Kevin Garnett, LeBron, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Tony Parker, Shaq, Dirk, Chris Bosh, Chris Webber, Jerry Stackhouse, Peja Stojakovic. For the West, we got Gilbert, Allen Iverson, Carmelo, Sharif, Kenyon, Jason Kidd, Baron Davis, who the Seattle Supersonics finally switched over to the Thunder. Ron Artest, Steven Jackson. We got Kevin Durant, Luau Deng, and Kobe and Vin Baker. For the dunk contest, we got Timothy Mozgov, who's got a 99 driving dunk and a 90 standing. Shannon Brown, Rudy Gay, and Russell Westbrook. And then the 3-point contest, we got Manu, ISO Joe, Brandon Roy, Mike Bibby, Ray Allen, and Q Rich. Here's the rookies. And here's the sophomores. So, yeah, let's go to the end of this regular season. No shocker here. Melo is back-to-back MVP. I'm assuming they're making a final run again. Russell Westbrook is the Rookie of the Year. Kyle Lowry is Sixth Man of the Year, so they put this man Kyle Lowry on the bench. I just realized Westbrook is playing with T-Mac. LeBron is Depoy. Kenny Satterfield is Most Improved. Pat Callaway, Coach of the Year, and Marty Mayer for the Bobcats is the executive. All-NBA first, we got Melo, Gilbert, LeBron, Barron, and Jason Richardson. Second team, wait, is Richardson out for the season? No, he's not. Second team, we got Sharif, Shaq, who is 36 out of 88 right now. So we don't have many years of Shaq left, but hopefully they're good. Allen Iverson, Stephon and Manu. We got Kevin Garnett, Chris Paul, Kobe, Hidu, and Rajon Rondo. Kobe has not been a scorer like how you would think he would be, but it's cool. We got LeBron, Shaq, Shane, Jermaine, and Ron on the first defensive team, and the second one is Marcus Camby, Theo, Andrew Bogut, Tyson Chandler, and Dwight. All rookie team, we got Michael Beasley, Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, and Eric Gordon. And in the second team, we got Mayo, Brooke Lopez, DeAndre Jordan, Jared Bayless, and Zhu Yu Yang. So let's go ahead and look at season stats. So Carmelo led the league in scoring. Shaq led it in rebounding. Barron in assists. LeBron in steals. Shaq in blocks. D-Rose in turnovers. Andrew Bogut in fouls. Dwight is leading in field goal percentages. And the best three-point shooter is Kevin Durant, shooting 47%, tied, though, with Mo Williams and Ray Allen, and right behind Brandon Roy. So that is pretty cool. So yeah, let's see if they can get anything done. Let's see who ends up in the finals. Round 1, the Pacers are gone, Blazers are gone, Clippers are gone, Bucks are gone. Okay. Round 2, the Jazz are gone, the Kings are gone, Hawks are gone, and the Pistons are gone. So we got a LeBron versus the 8th seeded Heat. I feel like LeBron should win that. And we got the Melo-led Rockets against the better We Believe Warriors. So the Warriors are gone, and LeBron gets beat by the 8th seed. Pau Gasol was too much. So game 1 goes to the Rockets, who are facing the Heat. This should be a free ring for Carmelo. Game 2 does go to Carmelo and the Rockets as well. Did he just drop a triple-double? He did. 19, 10, and 10. Game 3, the Heat do take a game by 6 points. Game 4, the Heat do take as well by 11. Pau with 36 and 21. Game 5, the Heat take this one by 18. Carmelo, you can't blow a 2-0 lead, dude. Game 6, potential Game 7, and it looks like the Rockets will hold on, beating them by 19 points. So we have a Game 7 on our hands. Can Carmelo and the Rockets go back-to-back, or will the Heat take a championship for this simulation/decade? We got a close game. We got a minute left. Rockets up by 2. It is Heat ball. It is Heat ball. So that is something to look out for. Again, 53 seconds left. Rockets, win or go home. Can they be back-to-back champs? Can Jason Kidd get a ring? I believe he played with Hakeem when Hakeem was on the Rockets, and they couldn't get it. Stephon Marbury drives, gives it to Powell, gives it back to Stephon Marbury. Marbury is just dribbling the clock away. Powell, screen right. Marbury taking it to Powell for the easy 2 right over Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's going to go ahead and take the ball up here. He's going to throw it. Nope, he's going to take a layup straight over Stephon. I thought he was going to give it to Luis Scola. But Jason Kidd takes the ball straight up, leading by 2, 27 seconds or 28 seconds remain. Can the Rockets have one good possession of defense? If they do, I'm pretty sure they're going to win back-to-back. I want to see Carmelo in action. Come on. First off, Shawn Marion is on the Heat. That's crazy. Shawn Marion is going to go ahead and pass it in to Stephon Marbury. I forgot this Heat team is actually really good, but Stephon Marbury trying to drive on Jason Kidd. Shoots it over him, and he misses. Luis Scola with the board to Carmelo to Jason Kidd, who's going to get fouled. And I'm going to assume that's the game. So, yep, the Houston Rockets, back-to-back champs. Jason Kidd with 29 and 14, Carmelo with 32 and 8. Stephon tried four double doubles in for the Heat team, and they couldn't get it done. So the Houston Rockets do go back-to-back. Melo gets 2 rings instead of none, like in real life, averaging 26, 8, 7, and 2, winning another Finals MVP. We got Todd Day, Byron Russell, Eric Snow, Cherokee Parks. Anyone really crazy? Al Harrington's gone. Wang ZZ. Yeah, that's looking. The rest of these guys are just players who might have got drafted, but well, not these guys, but I'm talking about like these guys, players who probably didn't get drafted or didn't get picked up when they were originally in the game. So, yep, draft lottery. Who's getting the Curry lottery? The Spurs. The Spurs have the potential, and the Knicks have the pick number 9. Okay. So, let's go watch the 2009 NBA draft. Spurs are going to be selecting Stephen Curry to go play alongside Marc Gasol and Yi Jianlian, and I believe they drafted Brook Lopez as well. That's a crazy team. The Nuggets are going to be selecting Blake Griffin to pair alongside D-Wade. I do like that pick. The Bulls are going to be selecting Ricky Rubio. They drafted OJ Mayo last season. So the Celtics, Wesley Matthews. Oh, my C's are throwing. Terrence Williams goes 5. Why is James Harden not getting picked? The Cavaliers are going to be selecting Maury Cassapi. Sorry for the horn beeping. Taj Gibson to the Lakers. The Mavericks are going to be selecting Tyreke Evans. The Knicks have a chance to select James Harden. This could be huge. No, but they're going to take DeMar. You know what? I'm not mad at that. I'm not. The Thunder are going to be selecting James Harden. So James Harden goes back to OKC. Magic are going to be getting Darren Collison. Okay. The Grizzlies with 12 will be selecting Brandon Jennings. The Suns could probably pick up Serge Ibaka here. Or no, Serge is not in this draft. He was in the last one. They're going to pick up Drew Holiday, though. That is very solid. Pick number 14 is DeMar Carroll. And pick number 15 is going to be Johnny Flynn. Let's get out and see if there was any other crazy picks. Not really. You got your typical picks here. And there was a bunch of real players in each of these drafts. There was 61 real players. If you want any of these draft classes, just go back to my channel. I've made every draft class from 1984 to current. So, you know, that's all there. And yeah, let's go to free agency. Let's see, Chris Paul goes back to the Kings. Paul Pierce has left the Magic to go to the Bobcats. Stephon back to the Heat. Battier back to the Clippers. Jason Terry back to the Suns. Ray Allen has left the Hawks. Replacing Paul Pierce, joined the Magic. Marcus Camby back to the Wizards. Bogut back to the Celtics. Stackhouse back to the Raptors. And Ben Wallace has left Minnesota to go to the Hawks. Andre Miller and Eddie Curry back to the Lakers. Jalen Rose back to the Nets. So that's a cool little thing. I'm going to see y'all for the 2009-10 season. The 2010 NBA Draft featuring John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, we got Greg Monroe, Paul George, we got Hassan Whiteside, Evan Turner, Derek Favors, Wesley Johnson, Eric Bledsoe, Al-Farouq Aminu, Ed Davis, Gordon Hayward, Larry Sanders, Jeremy Evans. We got Jordan Crawford, I believe that's Jamal's brother. We got Avery Bradley, Patrick Patterson, Trevor Booker, Grievous Vasquez, Lance Stevenson, Luke Babbitt, and so much more. We got Jeremy Lin here, Landry Fields. So this is going to be a nice, fun draft class. And then, while we're here, let's look at some of these teams. So we do got Carmelo and his Rockets, who are back-to-back champions. They got Joakim Noah, J.R. Smith, Jason Kidd, who's, I think, been on the Rockets his whole career, if I'm not mistaken. He was playing with Hakeem, so that's interesting. We also got Roy Hibbert. See some other big teams. We got Greg Oden and Jerry Stackhouse. We got KG, Tim Duncan, Smush Parker, and Quentin Richardson. I don't know how this team hasn't really done anything yet. We got, the big three, literally. Mari Bosch. They also got older Steve Nash now. Okay. Let's see, we got the Denver Nuggets. D-Wade is just never going to amount to anything in this simulation, it looks like. So that does suck. They got Blake Griffin, though. Chris Webber's still in the Nets. He got his rings. He's going to be retiring soon. Ray Allen, Kenyon Martin. We got Ginobili, Steven Jackson, who at one point was a 95. Now he's down to a 86. We got LeBron, Jason Richardson, and Jason Williams, as well as they got DeRozan over here, which is pretty cool. We got Chris Paul and Luol Deng and Big Z. We got KD, who's already his second year. This is going to be his third year. He's already at a 90, playing with Mike Bibby, Richard Hamilton, Paul Millsap, and Michael Beasley. So that's a pretty good squad. Tony Allen as well. We got Tyson Chandler leading the Hornets, along with Channing Frye. I mean, if you put one of them could probably go to that, but I'm not going to do that. We got Pau Gasol, Stephon. We got Ben Wallace and Wally. Jermaine. Ron Artest. That's a pretty good defensive team. The Celtics that keep throwing, like, it's a tough world. But I'm going to see y'all for the All-Stars. Okay, so the 2009-10 East All-Stars will be Tony Parker, Stephon Marbury, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Vince Carter. We got Chris Bosh, Dirk Nowitzki, Amari Stoudemire, Dwight Howard, Russell Westbrook, Kenyon Martin. And then the West is going to be Gilbert, Manu Ginobili, Carmelo Anthony, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Kevin Durant, Brandon Roy, Allen Iverson, Luol Deng, Ron Artest, Yao Ming, Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler, and Zach Randolph. The dunk contest is going to be Timothy Mozgov, who's on the Celtics now. He got traded from the Magic, so Blake Griffin, which is pretty interesting. That would be pretty fun to see. Russell Westbrook and Shannon Brown. And then we got the three-point contest with Manu Ginobili, Brandon Roy, Michael Redd, Peja, Channing Frye, and Carmelo Anthony. So that is a pretty good thing. Curry is, as a rookie, is averaging 24 and 7. So he's going crazy. And the other crazy rookie, James Harden's doing his thing. Hasheem Thabit. Russell Westbrook, he's getting better too. As far as that goes, Let's go look. The MVP goes to LeBron James. This is his first MVP. He's been in the league 7 years, and he's gotten his first MVP. He's gotten 2 depoys. So he actually got the depoy this year. Stephen Curry is your Rookie of the Year. Desmond Mason is 6th man. So this is his second depoy. He won one last season as well. So LeBron is definitely doing his thing. He missed 2 years as an All-Star though. And Al Horford, Most Improved Player, and Jack Sigma is the Coach of the Year. Here's your All-NBA first team. We got LeBron, Gilbert Arenas, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Kevin Garnett. Then we got Chris Paul, Chris Bosh, Joe Johnson, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Brandon Roy. We got Rondo, Ginobili, Horford, Curry, and Pau Gasol. So Curry made an All-NBA third team as a rookie. So pretty good on his part. Our defensive team, we got LeBron, Ben Wallace, Nazir Muhammad, Ron Artest, and Dwight Howard. And then we got Kevin Garnett, Andrew Bogut, Al Horford, Tyson Chandler, and Elton Brand. So that is good for them. Celtics did not even make the playoffs, yet they had some All-NBA players. Let's go look at league leaders. So league leader in points was Joe Johnson with 28.3. Rebounding was Marcus Camby with 11.7. Assists was Gilbert Arenas with 11.3. Steals was LeBron with 2.4 a game. Blocks was Bogut with 2.3 a game. Derrick Rose led in turnovers with 3.3. Elton Brand led in fouls. Most efficient shooting was Dwight Howard. And most efficient three-point shooting was Richard Hamilton with 46%. Not too bad, not too bad. Dwight Howard has been going crazy. So we got the Rockets over here with the super big three against Trevor Ariza, Channing Frye, Karan, and Tyson Chandler. So they got a pretty solid squad. We got the Grizzlies with Jermaine and Ron Artest. And they're facing, the Warriors with AI and Gilbert, which hasn't really worked out in their favor. The Jazz, yeah, they got KD, Mike Bibby. I expect the Jazz to make it far, to be honest. And we got the Kings here. They're facing the Mavericks. I'm assuming Kings win that. I'm assuming Jazz win against the Clippers. LeBron is now the first seed with his squad. I mean, he's definitely probably carrying him and Jay Rich, or probably going insane. So we got the Bucks with Vince Carter and Tony Parker, and Al Horford and Lou Will. So the Bucks team is pretty good. I expect them to go on to the second round. I mean, they are facing the Raptors, though, and Greg Oden's looking pretty good. We got Russell Westbrook. Looks like he's carrying an older T-Mac who's starting to fall off, but looks like he's facing the Hornets, who I believe we saw in the finals, but then they lost. So I don't know. Let's see, round one. Let's see who goes out. The Bucks get swept by the Raptors. The Mavericks are gone. The Pacers are gone. The 76ers are gone. The Gilbert Warriors are gone. The Pistons are gone. Clippers are gone. So honestly, I don't know how the Bucks really lost, but I guess the Raptors are just better. So round two, we got the Jazz getting eliminated, so Kevin Durant's out. The previous back-to-back champion Rockets are now gone. So over here we got LeBron against the Heat team, which is really underrated. They got Stephon Marbury, Sean Marion, Carlos Boozer, and Pau Gasol, along with Brent Barrington, Damon Stoudemire off the bench. And then we got Chris Paul, Eric Gordon, Luol Deng, Thaddeus Young, Zydrunas, Juwan Howard, Mo Williams, Shahidi White, Morris Peterson. Yeah, their team's stacked, but they are against Ron Artest and Jermaine O'Neal. So it's going to be interesting. So first game over here, The Heat take game 1 in the East. The Kings take game 1 in the West. LeBron takes game 2. Kings take game 2. LeBron takes game 3. Grizzlies take game 3. Heat take game 4. Grizzlies take game 4. Heat take game 5. The Grizzlies take game 5. So, LeBron, are you going to choke for game 6? Or are you going to make the game go to 7 at least? And it looks like LeBron's going to choke. I mean, they're up by 5 or 4. 2 minutes left. We're going to hop in, watch LeBron play. We're going to watch LeBron play. Let's go see if LeBron and his Knicks could do it. So let's see here. Is LeBron even on the court? Yes, he is. We're going to give it into DJ Augustine, who gets a screen, gives it to LeBron in the post on Pau Gasol, and LeBron's going to try to take that. Wow, LeBron, what are you doing? LeBron is not clutch worthy. Demond Stoudemire dribbling, giving it to, I believe, Jason Thompson. Takes it. He misses. LeBron does get the rebound. Again, they're down by 4. Elimination on the line. They called that a illegal screen. Oh no, LeBron. LeBron, y'all are choky. So let's see here. Who we got out here? We got Stephon Marbury out. We got Pau Gasol, Carlos Boozer, and Shawn Marion against Jason Williams, Jason Richardson. LeBron's out there. Pau Gasol working in the post. Working on the post still, and he's going to go out of bounds. Wow, good job, 2K. Awesome gameplay. So, again, still down by 4. The score is not changed within a minute. We're trying to see LeBron go crazy. Jason Williams pulls up. He misses. Shawn Marion brings up the ball. And LeBron with a steal. LeBron's taking it coast to coast, finishing at the rim. Cuts the lead 2-2. That was a clutch steal, clutch bucket by LeBron. That was a backcourt, but 2K did not call it. Stephon Marbury working on Jason Williams. Jones passes it to Shawn Marion. Shawn Marion on LeBron. He goes right behind the screen. Stephon Marbury on Jason Williams. It's good. Jason Williams is too small. LeBron is going to be dribbling the ball up. He's got Shawn Marion on him. They are down by 4 again. LeBron's going to be driving. He's going to have to get force picked up. He fades. LeBron hits it. Lead is by 2 yet again. Heat's ball. 37 left. Stephon Marbury dribbling. He's not got the big guy on him. He can pass it to Pau and get an easy bucket. Carlos Boozer. He's going to have it at the top. Takes a screen. Boozer takes a midi. He hits it. 20 seconds left. The Knicks season on the line. LeBron, your season is on the line. Your first MVP season, and you're going to get put out in the Eastern Conference. Down by 4. Come on, LeBron. You got to prove him wrong. They're going to give it to Jason. Oh, no. They give it to Jason Richardson. To Hasheem Thabit, who he does get the board back. That is good. They're wasting too much time. Jason Richardson for 3. He hits it. Huge. It's going to go into a free throw game, most likely. We're going to watch all of it, though, as much as we can. It is a 1-point game. 7.5 seconds remain. Will the Knicks clutch up and get a bucket, or will the Heat advance? No way. LeBron got a steal, but they called it out of bounds. LeBron got the steal, but they called it out of bounds. 2K does not want LeBron to win. Let's see, they do get the ball in. They are going to foul quick. They need him to miss at least a free throw. But Stephon Marbury probably not going to miss a free throw. And he did make both. They are down by 3 yet again. They're going to have to bring up the ball and then shoot. Jason Williams on for 3. He hits it! He hits it. We're going to be going into overtime. Game 6 overtime. Let's go into it. Alright, so in overtime, we're going to watch it slowly. We got a 55 seconds left. Knicks have a 5-point lead. So let's see, can the Knicks finish clutching out the win? Jason Richardson gives it to Wagner. Gives it back to Jason Richardson for 3. He's going to miss. 45 seconds left on the clock. Shawn Marion to, who's that, James Jones? He shoots a 3. He does miss. LeBron with the ball. He's got a clear rim. He gives it to Jason Richardson. And they're going to be going up by 7. We're going to say that's pretty much GG's. And the Knicks fight for another day, winning by 10. Me and LeBron, you went crazy with the steals. He has a 5x5. That is insane. So, that is shout-outs to LeBron. Wow, what a crazy game. So we got a game 7 over there. Potential game 7 if the Kings win, or a closeout game 6 for the Grizzlies, who are up 3-2. And if the game's close, we will jump in. And it looks like the Grizzlies are going to just take it away. They win by 8. So the Grizzlies move on to the finals. So LeBron at home in the Garden against the stacked Heat team. Can LeBron win? And it looks like they're going to be up big time. I doubt they blow that kind of lead. And yeah, LeBron, he's going to move on to the NBA Finals, dropping 37. So it is going to be the Knicks versus Grizzlies. Game 1 does go to the Grizzlies by 1 point. LeBron, you need to play better. Game 2 does go to the Grizzlies by 14 points this time. LeBron just didn't show up. Shout out to Ron Artest. Game 3, the Knicks do take. And they win that by almost 20. Yeah, when Jordan Farmer's your leading scorer, like, but LeBron, he's not doing LeBron things. Game 4, the Grizzlies do take. They take by 3 this time. Solid game from LeBron. Solid game from Brandon Bass. Not really anything else. And elimination game for Game 5. Will the Grizzlies be winning their first championship of the simulation, or will LeBron stay to fight? And he will stay to fight another day. Let's go back in. Game 6 on the line. Knicks at home. Can LeBron make it a Game 7 in the NBA Finals? And it is a tie game, 51 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and jump in. You also can see what I'm doing. So it is Knicks ball. We see LeBron there. They got Jermaine on the court for the Grizzlies. So LeBron gets the ball. LeBron drives, almost turns it over. LeBron, what are you doing? LeBron hits it. 2-point lead. 40 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Jennings is going to take the ball up on DJ Augustine. Dribbles into LeBron, but they got a devious mismatch. Jermaine O'Neal shoots that. He misses. Jason Richardson with the rebound. He's going to go ahead and throw it to DJ, who throws it to Kenny Atkins, who hits the corner 3. And I'm going to say that's going to be the end of the Grizzlies. And we're going to go to a Game 7. But we've seen crazier things happen. We've seen crazier things. We've seen crazier shots. So the Grizzlies still have 24 seconds left, even though the Knicks have gotten 5 points in the last 20. I don't know who Leonard is, but he's dribbling on Jason Richardson. Jason Richardson playing good defense, holding this Leonard guy. Can't find an open shot. Lampley, he gets the ball, gives it back to Leonard, who gives it to Joe Smith, who shoots and misses it. And that's going to be the Knicks forcing a Game 7 going to Memphis. You got Jason Richardson dropping 24. LeBron with 21 and 12. Jordan Farmer couldn't score. Couldn't keep up with LeBron. So, Game 7. Can LeBron win? Can LeBron win his second ring in 7 years? So far, it is looking good, but are they going to blow the lead? And they do. They blew the lead. And it looks like the Grizzlies are going to run away with it. So, shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies. LeBron still takes Finals MVP, even though he didn't win. That is beautiful. But, yep, the Memphis Grizzlies are going to win their first NBA championship in history. Alright, so going into player retirements, we see Alonzo Mourning retire. Shaquille O'Neal, who retired as a lifelong Cav, is gone. Steve Smith on Houston. Glenn Robinson, who retired as a lifelong Buck, did he not? I mean, kind of. He did go to San Antonio and Detroit, but we got Daniel Marshall, Jalen Rose, who retired a lifelong Net. Brent Barry, Calbert Chiney. We got Derek Fisher, Kerry Kittles, Adrian Griffith, Adana Foyle, Derek Anderson, Jeff McInnes, Grant Hill is retiring. He hasn't played since the 05-06 season. Wow. Michael Finley, who hasn't played in 2 years. Antonio Davis, Eric Strickland, Walter McCroft, Tony Doak, Michael Olowokandi. He is gone. And here's the rest of the players. Hall of Fame inductees, of course, Shaq and Alonzo Mourning. Jalen Rose gets his jersey retired by the Nets. Glenn Robinson by the Bucks. Allen Houston by the Suns. Shaquille O'Neal by the Cavs. Alonzo Mourning by the Spurs. And Calbert Chiney by the Bulls. So, congrats to them. Any league meetings getting changed? Nope. So who's winning the John Wall draft? The Thunder, who have James Harden. You know, if they draft Boogie, they might be in for it. So let's go watch the NBA draft. With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Thunder are going to be selecting John Wall. I don't blame them. The Bulls will be selecting Hassan Whiteside with the second pick. The Kobe-led Suns are going to be selecting Paul George. Oh boy. Pick number 4, the Nuggets are going to be selecting Gordon Hayward. I do appreciate that pick. Pick number 5, DeMarcus Cousins is going to be going to the Washington Wizards. Pick number 6, the Cavs are going to be selecting Eric Bledsoe. Pick number 7, the Hawks are going to be trading their pick to the Nuggets for Dwayne Wade and a first-round pick. They're also going to be giving up Steve Francis. So the Nuggets are going to be selecting Wesley Johnson. The Nets are on the board, and they're going to be selecting Derek Favors. And the Trailblazers are going to be selecting Grebus Vasquez. And that's all we're going to really watch from here. We're going to look if anyone else really went. Greg Monroe to the Jazz. Evan Turner to the Timberwolves. Jeremy Lin to the Jazz as well. Alpha Reek and A.V. Bradley are there. And then we're going to look at free agency a little bit, and then we'll see y'all for the next season. So Brandon Roy went back to the Clippers. Rondo back to the Mavericks. Tyson Chandler has joined the 76ers. Kenyon Martin has joined the Wizards. Peja has joined the Raptors. Vince Carter has gone back to the Bucks. Steven Jackson back to the Lakers. Hedo Turkoglu to the 76ers. Marcus Banks to the Celtics again. Paul Millsap goes back to the Jazz. Bargnani back to the Nets. Boozer back to the Heat. Zydrunas back to the Kings. Zach Randolph's coming back to Orlando. T-Mac leaves the 76ers for the Spurs. And this is the rest of all of the players. But I'm going to see y'all for the next season, for the 2010 to 11 season. So one of the most infamous draft classes, the 2011 draft class with Mr. Flat Earth, Cardiac Kimba. We got Game 6 Clay, before he's washed. We got Tristan Thompson, Kawhi Leonard, Mr. Jimmer Fredette. We got Jonas Valanciunas, Brandon Knight, Marshawn Brooks, Iman Shumpert, Tobias Harris, Derek Williams, Nikola Vucevic, Chandler Parsons, Enes Kanter, Reggie Jackson, Isaiah Thomas, Alec Burks, Markieff Morris, Bismack Biyombo, Davis Bertans, Corey Joseph, Marcus Morris Sr., Jimmy Butler, Mr. Himothy, Nikola Mirotic, Kenneth Faried, Bojan Bogdanovic, Shelvin Mack, Lavoy Allen, and so many more players. This is, I think, Klay Thompson's brother, if I remember correctly. I put him in, so. But let's go look at some teams real quick. We got the LeBron Knicks that have Nazir Muhammad with Jason Richardson, LeBron, of course, DeRozan, DJ Augustine. This team's pretty good. We got the Kevin Love, Manu Ginobili, Andre Miller, Eddie Curry with Steven Jackson. This team is actually pretty good. The Lakers is. Magic got Zach Randolph, Ray Allen, and Kyle Lowry. Dallas Mavericks got Iggy, Rondo, Rashard Lewis. Pretty good squad. We got Chris Kaman and Andrea Bargnani here with Chris Webber, who was the top dog for a long time. Now he's getting older. We got Mike Conley and Blake Griffin with Danilo Gallinari and Jay Williams with, I believe, is that Josh Smith? Yep, it is Josh Smith on the Nuggets. We got Amari Stoudemire, Chris Bosh, Dwight Howard, Steve Nash now. And, yep, they're doing their thing. We got KG, Tim Duncan, Quentin Richardson, Serge Ibaka, Nick Young over on the Pistons. Raptors looking pretty solid with their top three. The Rockets, of course, pretty solid. Also adding Joakim Noah. He did pretty good for them last season. The Spurs, wow. Mark Gasol, Steph Curry, Brook Lopez, and Tracy McGrady. I'm probably gonna, I know this is technically gonna make them worse, but I'm gonna put that Mark Gasol at power forward to see how that team pretty runs, Phoenix Suns, we got Kobe, Jason Terry, and DeAndre Jordan. Kobe's, he's been a bucket, but they also got Drew Holiday and Paul George and LaMarcus Aldridge. Oh, wow. Oklahoma City Thunder got Baron Davis, Nick Batum. They also got John Wall and James Harden down here. That's kind of crazy. Yao Ming on the Timberwolves. Basically him and Sharif. We got ISO Joe and Zaza together with Ricky Davis down there. We got Gilbert AI, Al Jefferson. We got Kenyon Martin, Marcus Camby, and a younger Derrick Rose. They also got DeMarcus Cousins down here. He's going to be a rookie. 76ers got Westbrook and Tyson Chandler with Hedo and Antoine Jamison. It's a pretty solid squad. Paul Pierce, Charlie Villanueva, and Elton Brand. Pretty good. Tony Parker, Vince Carter, Al Horford together over here. We got Devin Harris and OJ Mayo over here. Mike Miller. The Cavs have just been kind of Like, Shaq was running things here, and he retired last season, of course. We got Andrew Bogut and Dirk. Dirk has not done anything on the Celtics, and he's been here his whole career so far. So maybe Dirk pushes his finals run since it's 2010 to 11. Who knows? We got Brandon Roy and Corey Maggette, Jermaine O'Neal and Ron Artest, and then Ben Wallace and D Wade are now a team. D Wade, boomer bust system in 2K. D Wade has not turned out to be nothing. Miami Heat got Powell, Stephon, Carlos Boozer and Shawn Marion with younger Wilson Chandler. That's pretty cool. Channing Frye, Karan Butler, Trevor Ariza over here in New Orleans. The Jazz got Paul Millsap, KD, Mike Bibby, Michael Beasley, and Richard Hamilton. The Kings got Chris Paul, Luol Deng, Zydrunas, and Juwan Howard. And then, yeah, so that is it. I'm going to get to y'all once we go towards probably the All-Star break. If not, I'm going to sim a day before. I'm probably going to sim a day before and go over everything there. Alright, so we are towards the end of the season. The All-Star participants, we have Jason Richardson, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Garnett, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Stephon Marbury, Ray Allen, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce, Amari Stoudemire, Dwight Howard, Tony Parker, and Tim Duncan for the East. For the West, we got Gilbert, Chris Paul, Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Kobe Bryant, Manu Ginobili, Ron Artest, Yao Ming, Luol Deng, Mark Gasol, Joe Johnson, and Corey Maggette. It's a pretty solid squad there. For the dunk contest, we got Timothy Mozgov, Blake Griffin, Russell Westbrook, and DeMar DeRozan. For the three-point contest, we got Joe Johnson, Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Jason Richardson, Carmelo Anthony, and Manu Ginobili. So we're going to go ahead and go to the end of the season, as your MVP is Christopher Emmanuel Paul, averaging 27.5, 3.7 rebounds, 11.1 assists, 2.3 steals, and 0.4 blocks. John Wall is the Rookie of the Year on the Thunder. The Sixth Man of the Year is Desmond Mason, I believe behind Brandon Roy, if I remember correctly, unless he's a small forward. So yeah, no, he is behind Brandon Roy, but he would be behind Corey Maggette too. LeBron is your Defensive Player of the Year for, I believe, back-to-back. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he won it 3 years in a row now. 2009, 10, and 11, yep. And DJ White is the Most Improved. Malik Francis is the Clippers Coach of the Year with 61 and 21. And Derek Teague. The All-NBA teams are Chris Paul, Gilbert Arenas, Brandon Roy, LeBron James, and Kevin Garnett. All-NBA second team is Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, Kevin Durant, Dirk Nowitzki, and Joe Johnson. All-NBA third team is Rajon Rondo, Manu Ginobili, Mike Conley, Blake Griffin, and Jason Richardson. The all-defensive team is LeBron, Andrew Bogut, Elton Brand, Dwight Howard, and Ben Wallace. And then the second team is Kevin Garnett, Andre Iguodala, Chris Kaman, Jason Kidd, and Ron Artest. The all-rookie first team is John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins. We got Paul George, Hassan, and Jeff Teague. And then we got Derek Favors, Greg Monroe, Luke Babbitt, Jordan Crawford, and Eric Bledsoe on the all-rookie second team. Now, if we were to go to look at league leaders for this, we got Brandon Roy leading the league in points with 28.3. We have DeAndre Jordan leading the rebounding with 12.5. Chris Paul / Gilbert Arenas. So, really, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but they are both tied for 1. We got Chris Paul with steals, Serge Ibaka with blocks, Tony Parker with turnovers, Elton Brand with fouls. Most efficient is Dwight Howard, and the most efficient shooter / from the 3 is Coutinho Mobley this season. I like how it's a new guy every season, doesn't really change up. So we got the Clips versus Kobe, and I think this is Kobe's first time being in the playoffs in a long time. So I can only hope that Kobe wins. He's got an amazing team with him, so I mean, hopefully Kobe can clutch up. The Dallas Mavericks versus the Big 3 Rockets. The Nuggets versus the double-time Warriors, because they got AI and Gilbert. I mean, they have an AI Glock, let's be honest. The Kings, Chris Paul and Luol Deng, with Ben Wallace and Zydrunas and Eric Gordon. Yeah, the Kings are pretty good. They're going to be facing Mike Bibby and Paul Millsap. Of course, leading their way is going to be Kevin Durant. Let's see how his season's been going. He's averaging a slight 22, 6, and 6. Over on the East, we got who's on the the big three literally of Chris Bosh, Dwight, and Amari. They're going to be facing. I'm pretty sure this is still going to be Chris Webber's Nets. I mean, it's definitely not Chris Kamen's Nets. Chris Webber's been here forever. We have the Celtics as the 4 seed with Jameer, Dirk. Hopefully they make a run. Anthony Morrow's here. They're going to be facing the 76ers with Westbrook and Tyson. We got the Magic. You know, Kyle Lowry, Ray Allen, Zach Randolph, Zebo. You know, he's doing his thing. Jerry Stackhouse and Peja with Greg Oden. Greg Oden's a 90 in this simulation. And then we got the second seeded Pistons with, of course, the current, I guess, and now only existing Twin Towers that have existed so far, with Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan, along with Nick Young. And they're, of course, against LeBron as the 7th seed, which is kind of crazy. Ian Mahimney's down here now. They got Luis Scola as well. They're starting Zhu Yu Yang over them. So I don't know if anyone's injured or not, but that's it's interesting. So we're going to go ahead and simulate round 1, and LeBron gets swept. Kevin Durant is gone. This is who's on Philly. Westbrook is gone. The Mavericks are gone. I honestly forgot who's on the Mavericks. The Nets are gone. Kobe's gone. Blake Griffin's gone. So that's interesting. Round 2, Carmelo and the Big 3 is gone. The double-time Warriors are gone. The Celtics are gone in 7, and the Pistons swept the Magic. So we got Indiana versus Detroit, and we got Sacramento versus the Clippers. So Game 1, Pacers take in the East. Game 1, Clippers take. Game 2, Pacers take. Game 2, Kings take. Game 3, Detroit takes. And Game 3 in the West, the Clippers take. Game 4 is a Detroit game. Game 4 over here is a Clippers. So we got Pacers leading 3-2 and a potential Kings elimination game for the Clippers. Let's see if they can close it out, or are we going to be hopping in? They are throwing the lead, but they got it back. And it looks like the Clippers are going to go ahead and take that away. So Clippers are in the NBA Finals. That team consists of Brandon Roy, Richard Jefferson, Shane Battier, Corey Maggette, Desmond Mason. Yeah, that team's pretty solid. So we got the Pacers versus Pistons over in the East. Can the Pistons hold on to Game 7, or will the Pacers advance to the NBA Finals? Honestly, it's looking like it's a Pistons game so far, and it's going to be. So we have Game 7, the Big 3 versus, I guess, the Twin Towers, technically. So they are definitely doing their thing. I mean, Kevin Garnett's going crazy. Amari Stoudemire's going crazy. It's a pretty good game. Tim Duncan needs to be a little bit better, though, if they want to move on. Game 7, win or go home. What team wants it more? And from the start of it looks like it's going to be the Pacers, as they are up almost 30. In fact, they're going to be up by 30, basically. Tough loss for the Detroit Pistons. So, Game 1 is going to go to the Clippers by 15. Brandon Roy drops 29 and 6. Desmond Mason 16, 8 and 8. Richard Jefferson 21, 5 and 6. It's crazy. Amari Stoudemire, he did his thing. Chris Bosh, and it looks like Dwight Howard got injured. So without the White, I'm pretty sure the Pacers lose. Game 2 does go to the Clippers by 16. Brandon Roy with 37. Chris Bosh this time 38 and 14. Couldn't get it done. Game 3 is going to also go to the Clippers by 15. Brandon Roy with 34, 8 and 9. Bosh with 17, 14 and 7. Dwight Howard is back. But I think the Clippers are too far ahead at this rate. I doubt. Maybe the Pacers at least take one game, but let's go see. Game's not even close. And it's going to be the Los Angeles Clippers winning the 2011 NBA Finals with Brandon Roy as your Finals MVP, averaging 34.5, 5.3 rebounds, 7 assists, 0.7 steals, and 1 block a game. Congratulations to the Clippers for, pretty sure that would be their second ring in history. So, yeah. Player retirements, we got Vin Baker, Antonio McDyess, Aaron McKee, Rasheed Wallace, Kurt Thomas, Damon Stoudemire, who retired losing, Theo Ratliff, LaShawn Leonard, Tony Batty, Corliss Williams, Rasho Nesterovic, Mark Jackson, Lamont Murray, Keith Van Horn, Eric Dampier, Greg Buckner, Rafe LaFrance, Austin Crowhair, Ed Gray, Johnny Taylor, Charles O'Bannon, Hano Matola, he's gone, Jack Vaughn is gone, Cedric Henderson, Brian Skinner, and just a bunch of other mid players. Bubba Wells, he's gone. So, Hall of Fame inductees, we do have Vin Baker making it to the Hall of Fame and getting his jersey retired by the Washington Wizards. So, who's winning the Kyrie/Kawhi sweepstakes? It's going to be the Thunder via Atlanta. They have pick 1 and 2. Now, if y'all remember, they have James Harden at shooting guard and John Wall. So that's going to be an interesting thing. Let's go figure out who goes where. Let's see who gets drafted. Sorry about that sound. That was my phone notification. I'm gonna turn that off, but forgot it existed. So, with the first pick in the NBA draft, the Thunder are going to select Klay Thompson. So Klay goes first. Okay. And then Markieff Morris. No shot. They give up. What? Jonas Valanciunas goes third. Kawhi and Kyrie fell. Isaiah Thomas fourth. No, we're getting trolled. Kyrie falls to 5 to the Bobcats. The Lakers, please don't mess this up. It's Brandon Knight. Okay, so the Chicago Bulls are going to be selecting Kawhi Leonard. Thank you. The next best player up here is going to be Jimmy Butler, and the Bucks are going to be selecting Iman Shumpert. Wow. Hornets, they're going to be selecting Bismack Biyombo with the 9th pick. The Wizards are up next, and they're going to be selecting Jimmy Butler out of Marquette for the 10th or 11th pick. The Miami Heat for the 11th pick are going to be selecting Kemba Walker. Not a bad pickup. The 12th pick is going to go to Chandler Parsons. The 13th pick is going to be going to Marshawn Brooks for the Timberwolves. At 14, the Memphis Grizzlies are going to be selecting Alec Burks. At 15, the Nets are going to be selecting Tobias Harris. At 16, we're going to watch until the Knicks pick. Of course, Nikola Vucevic goes to the Raptors. So who is the Knicks going to pick up? It's going to be interesting to see. They're going to pick up Tristan Thompson. So that is crazy. Kyrie at an 81 fell to 5, and Kawhi fell to 7. Wow. If you did want to know, Jimmer Fredette and Douglas Bertans went 18th and 19th. Enes Kanter went 20th. Reggie Jackson went to the Celtics. And this is all the rest of the players. So that is crazy. Let's go look at free agency next. Of course, we're going to skip a few days ahead. Kevin Durant goes back to the Jazz. Greg Oden goes back to the Raptors. Allen Iverson back to the Warriors. Mike Conley back to the Nuggets. Elton Brand goes back to the Bobcats. Zaza back to the Blazers. Horford back to the Bucks. Pretty sure all these players have stayed the same. Oh no, Kyle Lowry actually played in Orlando last season, and then he went to the Hornets. Channing Frye leaves the Hornets to go to the Hawks. Corey Maggette back to the Clippers. Richard Jefferson left the Clippers, got a ring, and went to the Nets. Crazy work. So that looks like all that's going to be, and I'm going to see y'all for the next season. The 2012 draft class featuring Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Dion Waiters, Bradley Beal. We got Andre Drummond, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, Harrison Barnes, Chris Middleton, John Henson, Draymond Green, Terrence Ross, Austin Rivers, Myers Leonard. So this is the first twist. Y'all can see I've put Jordan's kids into the league. We got Jeffrey Jordan and we got Marcus Jordan. So hopefully we get to see some of their careers pan out. Floor Hal Greer, ceiling Hall of Fame. Same with him. So that's it's pretty awkward. Let's go look at some of these comparisons. We got Anthony Davis over here. He's got nothing. Damian Lillard has Don O / All-NBA. Dion's got nothing. Bradley Beal's got Pete Maravich or starter. Either starter or bench. Okay. So they got some Maurice Lucas or Tom Sanders. Wow. But yeah, we got Justin Holiday over here and a lot more. So let's get into this season, the 2011 to 2012 season. Alright, so the East All-Stars, we got Russell Westbrook, Jason Richardson, LeBron, Kevin Garnett, Amari, Ray Allen, Stephon Marbury, Pau Gasol, Chris Bosh, Dwight Howard, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, and Paul Pierce. For the West, we got Kobe, Gilbert, Carmelo, Kevin Durant, Marc Gasol, Manu, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, Kevin Love, Yao Ming, and Paul Millsap with Jason Kidd and Luol Deng. Dunk contest, we got Blake Griffin, DeMar, John Wall, and Paul George. That's probably a fire dunk contest. 3-point contest, we got Joe, Stephen Curry, Jason Kidd, Marcus Banks, Jameer Nelson, and Kevin Love. Here's the rookies, and then here's the sophomores. So we're about to go into the playoffs with Russell Westbrook winning his first MVP in his 4th year. Isaiah Thomas wins Rookie of the Year over Kawhi, over Clay, over Jimmy Butler, over Kyrie. Jason Hart is 6th man, so he's behind Isaiah Thomas. Wow, he went from being a starter in Detroit to being a 6th man. Okay, and then LeBron wins his 4th Defensive Player of the Year in a row. Kevin Love, Most Improved. Edmund Galloway and Jenny Williamson for the Knicks. But Edmund Galloway is 59-23 on the Rockets. All-NBA first team, we got Russ, KG, Hibachi, LeBron, and Chris Paul. We got Brandon Roy, Jay Rich, Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, and Blake on the second team. All-NBA third team, we got Dirk, Marc Gasol, Chris Bosh, Rajon Rondo, and Manu. For the defensive team, we got LeBron, Bogut, Howard, KG, and Elton Brand. And then the second team, we got Chris Paul, DeAndre Jordan, Marc Gasol, Ben Wallace, and Al Horford. Here's y'all rookie first team. We got Isaiah Thomas, Jonas Valanciunas, Kyrie Irving, Brandon Knight, Kemba Walker. And then we got Markieff Morris, Gordon Hayward, Klay Thompson, Marshawn Brooks, and Von Wafer. So that's pretty interesting to me. So yeah, we're gonna look at upcoming free agents. So we got Westbrook, Blake Griffin, Curry, Kevin Love, Jason Terry, Andre Iguodala, Ray Allen, Pau Gasol, DeMar DeRozan, Al Jefferson. So we got a stacked free agent class coming up. But I do wonder what happened to Kawhi. Now, league leaders, we're going to go ahead and look. Brandon Roy led the league in scoring. Andrew Bogut led in rebounding. Chris Paul led in assists. LeBron led in steals. Andrew Bogut led in blocks. Chris Paul led in turnovers. Elton Brand led in fouls. Dwight Howard led in field goal percentage. And 3-point percentage was Jason Kidd this time. So shout out to Jason Kidd at the age of 38. shooting efficiently from 3. He attempted at least 4.5 a game and made 2. So pretty good. They actually are the 1 seed again. So Carmelo wants to try to get another ring. Kobe is now the 5th seed. His team's doing a lot better with DeAndre being an all-defensive player. They're up against the double-time Warriors with AI getting a little bit old. But that being said, Kobe's almost right there with him. We got the Chris Paul versus Kevin Durant. The Thunder's actually in the playoffs. John Wall, James Harden, Baron Davis, Mikal Petrus, Markieff Morris, Brad Miller, Nicholas Batum, and Klay Thompson. Wow. LeBron is the 1st seed. And, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it with having an elite player off your bench. So, LeBron should make a run. Pacers are here. Miami and Detroit with the Bulls actually making it. Oh, here's Kawhi. Yeah, Kawhi was terrible this season. Wow. Okay. And then here's the 76ers, which were the 2nd seed. So Russ is just carrying them. And then they're against the Celtics, but I don't think Dirk is going to be making much of a push here. But round 1, let's see. We do got the Bulls getting eliminated, the Thunder getting eliminated, the Celtics getting eliminated, the Jazz getting eliminated. The Warriors are also eliminated. Round 2 here, we're going to see the Kings get swept, the Pistons lose, the Knicks lose, and the Suns lose. So we got the Blake Griffin, Mike Conley Nuggets with... Did they not have someone injured? I feel like they'd have someone injured, but I guess they just lost their center. Against Carmelo and his big 3 with Joakim Noah, of course. Ty Lawson, Mike Dunleavy, and Danny Granger on the bench. Then we got Russell Westbrook facing off against the big 3 in Indiana. Game 1 goes to Indiana. Game 1 on the West goes to Houston. Game 2 does go to Indiana. Game 2 on the West goes to Houston. Game 3 goes to Indiana. Game 3 on the West goes to Denver. So, MVP Westbrook, it looks like he's about to get swept in the Eastern Conference Finals. And if we have a close game, we're going to hop in. You know what? We're going to hop in. We got 1:55 left. They got a 4-point lead, the Pacers do. So let's go ahead and hop in here and see what it's all about. It is Pacers ball with the 4-point lead left. We're going to see Daniel Gibson dribble on Westbrook. Westbrook should be defending. Daniel Gibson gets a 3, and he's going to bang it right in Westbrook's face. I'm pretty sure that's why they're losing. Westbrook taking it up, getting a screen, but calls it off. Now he's calling Tyson for a screen. He shoots a 3, and Westbrook is going to hit, making it a 4-point game yet again. Daniel Gibson is going to come up yet again, take a screen. He's going to throw it to Chris Bosh, who did get injured, but that should be an easy bucket. That is a 6-point lead. Crazy. The Pacers are a really good team when it comes to the big 3. Westbrook is going to have it. Call for a screen again. He's going to do the same shot, but from the other side, and Westbrook's going to drill it. They're down by 3. Minute 12 left. Westbrook apparently is the greatest shooter in the league. Daniel Gibson's going to get another screen. It's not going to work as well, but he's going to give it to Chris Bosh, who does look like he has a mismatch. He's going to go get double-teamed. Who's going to throw it to Amari. Amari's going to have it, pass it inside to Dwight, who does miss it but gets his own board and puts it back in, giving the Pacers a 5-point lead. Westbrook, you are the Clippers, or the 76ers savior. He's going to shoot another 3, and he's going to miss. That's probably going to do it for the 76ers season. As much as Westbrook tried, he just couldn't do anything. Dwight with 22 and 11, Chris Bosh with 22 and 7. Amari didn't even play good that game. Westbrook 36-9. Desmond Mason 22-5-9. They played good, but in the end, the Pacers just played better, and that means the 76ers are now out of the NBA playoffs, and the Pacers are in the NBA Finals yet again. Game 4 over here, the Rockets will take it. And Game 5, the Nuggets do take it. Game 6, the Rockets do take it. They ended up winning by a huge margin. So we got the big 3 Rockets versus the bigger 3 Pacers. So Game 1 is going to go to Houston. JR dropping 30. Carmelo 19, 15, and 7. Dwight's 37 and 10 was not enough. Game 2 is going to be the Houston Rockets taking it again. This time, J.R. Smith with 23, Carmelo with 23, 9 and 7, and Jason Kidd dropping 20 and 5. Not enough from Chris Bosh with 31 and 7. Amari is really being the lackluster player. Game 3, the Rockets do take Amari with 25 and 9, Daniel Gibson with 23, Dwight with a double-double, and J.R. Smith 27 points, Carmelo 23, 4 and 7. And yeah, Jason Kidd doesn't even need to play good. So, for the Rockets' 3rd ring in, I believe, 7 years, will they beat the Pacers to take their ring home? Or is it going to be a close one? You know what? It's a 2-point game, 3 minutes left. Let's hop in. First off, we don't want to control anybody, so let's switch out of here. So it is Pacers ball with a 2-point lead. We got Jason Kidd out here, and Carmelo are still here. Chris Bosh is going to take it at the top, passing it to Daniel Gibson, who tries to dribble but passes it out to, I think this is Jared McCants, who passes it back to Daniel Gibson, who gets a screen from Amari. Daniel Gibson's going to shoot that, and he's going to miss. Jason Kidd pulls down the board, throws it up to Ty Lawson, who then throws it to JR, who then almost turns the ball over. He's going to give it to Ty Lawson again, who gives it to JR yet again. JR gets some pump fake. Bang! JR Smith. Without LeBron, he is him. Jason Kidd's going to be guarding McCants up top. McCants going to pass to Bogdan Bogdanovic, wide open for 3, and he's going to miss. Chris Bosh pulls the board down. Bogdanovic with the 3, passes it back to McCants, passes it to Daniel Gibson. Gibson to McCants, but it gets stolen by J.R. Smith. He's the best player on the court right now. Who was that? Was that Flip Murray? I don't even know who that was. But Murray misses. Gibson brings the ball up yet again. He's going to go, I think he's going to give it to Amari from the looks of it. Yep, he's going to give it to Amari. Amari has Jason Kidd on him. Fade. Amari's going to ice it. What a shot by Amari. Pacers are down 3-0, so it is a game for the Rockets. They could give if they really wanted to. I just don't think it matters. They would be going back home for Game 5 / the potential game-ending series. It is the Rockets' ball, though. Still 2 minutes on the clock. Jason Kidd's going to go ahead and bring the ball up, and he's going to go ahead and wait. Give it to JR. JR wide open for 3, and he's going to miss. Bogdan Bogdanovic running it up the court, giving it to Amari Stoudemire, who gives it to McCants, who gives it to Gibbons. Gibson passes it to Amari. Amari's taking it. Can he score it? He's going to miss as well. Joakim Noah with the board. Jason Kidd to Carmelo. Carmelo with a nice little right-handed layup, tying the game. 104-104. 125 left. Murray, easy cut to the rim. Scores the 2. The Rockets need a big 3 or not. Jason Kidd's going to be bringing up the ball again, calling for a screen from Joakim. Jason Kidd wide open for 3. He's going to shoot, and he's going to hit. Jason Kidd is why he's the best 3-point shooter in the league right now. McCants driving, pass it to Amari. Amari gets an easy bucket inside. I don't even know who's guarding him. Is that Lavoy Allen? I honestly don't know. Chasing Kids got it again. He's going to go ahead and call for another screen. It's not going to work. He's trying to get past Daniel Gibson, and he just doesn't. They're going to drown the whole shot clock. What is he about to take? Jason Kidd, a deep three. Joakim gets the board back, though. So they get a shot clock reset as Jason Kidd drives in Daniel Gibson. Jason Kidd still can't get past Daniel Gibson. I mean, this is what you get for being 38 years of age. He's trying to back him down. Jason Kidd's just not as prime like he was. J.R. Smith cutting, shooting in mid, and he hits it. That now gives the Houston Rockets a 1-point lead with 19 seconds left in the NBA Finals for their third ring. Can the Rockets clinch the 4-0 and not have to worry? They're going to give it into Daniel Gibson for the Pacers, who's going to just dribble out some clock. They're probably going for last shot. I'm assuming Amari's going to get the bucket, but McCants has the ball. He's going to give it to Chris Bosh, who gives it to Amari. And Amari misses, and that's going to be the Rockets winning by 1 point. The third ring in 7 years. If not, it's like 6 years. Congratulations to the Houston Rockets and their dynasty they have built. Carmelo's excited. He didn't get a ring in real life, but now he's got 3, as well as winning the Finals MVP. And J.R. Smith doing his thing, 17-11. Jason Kidd 19-4-5. Carmelo 23-6-4. This team is a masterclass, perfectly designed around Carmelo Anthony. The Houston Rockets and Carmelo win yet again. And just to be... So, actually, it's the 2012 season, so this is the third ring in 4 years, actually. So, my bad. I thought it was like 6, but no. It's the third ring in 4 years. Wow, Carmelo Anthony and the Houston Rockets. Retirements. Wow, Chris Webber left the Nets for his last season. That's unreal. Okay, so we got Chris Webber going. I mean, he was a dog. 2-time NBA champion, 2-time MVP, 1-time Finals MVP, 15-time All-Star, and a lot more. He was a dog. Nick Van Exel's going. Jerry Stackhouse is going. Penny Hardaway is also going to be retiring. We got Chucky Atkins. Steve Nash is retiring. Antoine Walker. Ron Mercer. Anthony Johnson. Joe Smith. Bob Sura. Othello Harrington. Anthony Parker. We're going to go really over the bigger names. And it looks like not a lot of them are going to be here anymore, which does suck, but it happens. Assuming we're going to see Chris Webber here, and yes, Chris Webber does make the Hall of Fame with, like I said, 2-time MVP, 15-time All-Star, 2-time champ, 1-time Finals MVP. Pretty sure that is 13 All-NBA appearances, 8 or 7 defensive All-NBA teams, 1 Rookie of the Year, and 1 All-Rookie First Team. He's definitely going to get his jersey retired. Nick Van Exel does with the Miami Heat as well, and Jerry Stackhouse with the Toronto Raptors. But shout out Chris Webber. He stayed on that team, and he did his thing for a long period of time. The Bobcats get the first pick for Anthony Davis. So will they be selecting him? Who knows? Then it's the Timberwolves, Nets, Trailblazers, and Grizzlies at least. So let's go ahead and go watch the NBA draft. Let's go see who is taken where. So, for the first pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Bobcats are going to be selecting Damian Lillard. Okay. So Dame does go first. The Timberwolves are going to be selecting Anthony Davis. That is a no-brainer. Pick number 3, I'm assuming Bradley Beal. I would be wrong. It is Andre Drummond. Pick number 4 for the Trailblazers is going to be Dion Waiters. Okay. Pick number 5, the Grizzlies are going to be selecting Marcus Jordan. Okay. Pick number 6, the Cavs are going to be selecting Bradley Beal. That is a very solid pick for the Cavaliers. Pick number 7, the Magic are going to be selecting Harrison Barnes. Another pretty solid pickup. Pick number 8 for the Warriors. They're going to be trading. So they're trading the 12th pick to the Bucks for Vince Carter and James Posey. So the Bucks are going to be selecting Maurice Harkless. So they just got rid of Vince Carter for Maurice Harkless. The Clippers at 9 are going to be selecting Mike Scott. I don't even remember who you are, and I made you. Pick number 10 is going to be John Henson, my bad. Pick number 11 for the Mavericks is going to be Draymond Green. Pick number 12 for the Wizards is going to be Chris Middleton. I like that pick. Pick number 13 for the Thunder, they're going to be selecting Miles Plumlee. Pick number 14 for the Spurs, they're going to be selecting Jeffrey Jordan. Pick number 15, we're going to see the Wizards take Tony Wroten. And pick number 16, we're going to watch Myers Leonard go. So, that is that. Let's go send him to the end and see who fell. So, Festus Ezeli went to the Thunder. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist had a 77 overall. Went to the Celtics. Austin Rivers to the Jazz. Terrence Ross to the Cavs. Thomas Roberson went to the Suns. Quincy Acey to the Bucks. Jay Crowder to the Warriors. Tomas Satoransky. Fab Melo. Jeremy Lamb. Justin Holiday. Tyler Zeller. Gerald Sellinger. JaMychal Green. We got all real players here as well. Or no, these aren't real players. My bad. These are all real players. So we got Marquise Teague, Jared Cunningham, Robert Sacre. Kent Bazemore fell to 3 to the Nets, and Evan Fournier fell to the first round. So that's interesting. So next up is free agency. We're going to skip a little bit ahead. And let's see. Westbrook stays with the Sixers. He stays with the Lakers. He stays with the Heat. He left Dallas to join the Hornets. He stayed with the Kings. He has stayed with the Warriors. He has stayed with the Knicks. He has stayed with the Suns. He has stayed with the Nuggets. He has stayed with the Spurs. He stayed with the Wizards. He stayed with the Jazz. Stayed with the Hornets. Stayed with the Kings. Stayed with the Pistons. Stayed with the Pistons. Stayed with the Thunder. Okay. So pretty much everybody stayed where they are. The 13 draft class. We got Michael Carter-Williams, Victor Oladipo, Trey Burke, Steven Adams, Kelly Olynyk, Norleans Noel, Andre Roberson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Otto Porter, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. We got Rudy Gobert, Ben McLemore, Cody Zeller, Deshaun Thomas, Romero Osby, Matthew Dellavedova, Tony Snell, Glenn Rice Jr. We got CJ McCollum, Tim Hardaway Jr., Reggie Bullock, Alan Crabb, Gorgie Dang, Rocco. We got Seth Curry, Shabazz Muhammad, and a lot of other solid players. So let's see how this season turns out. 13 All-Stars. We got Westbrook, Tony Parker, LeBron, who's injured for 4 to 6 weeks with a broken nose. My boy, if you don't put a damn mask on. We got Kevin Garnett, Chris Bosh, Devin Harris, Jason Richardson, Paul Pierce, Andrew Bogut, Tim Duncan, Dwight, Lou Will, Amari. And then we got West, we got Gilbert, Kobe, KD, Carmelo, Blake, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, Kevin Love, Luol Deng, Brooke Lopez, Sharif, Manu, Paul Millsap. Dunk contest, we got John Wall, Blake, DeMar, and Westbrook. DeMar's up to a 90. 3-point contest, we got Curry, Eric Gordon, James Harden, Mike Conley, Quentin Richardson, and Joe Johnson. So that's cool. MVP is LeBron James, averaging 25.7, 4.4 rebounds, 8.4 assists, 2.1 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Dame is your Rookie of the Year on the Bobcats. Drew Holiday is your 6th Man of the Year on the Phoenix Suns. LeBron is your DPOY for the 5th time in a row, I believe. Klay Thompson is Most Improved. Coach of the Year is Luke Brady. And Jenny Williamson is Executive of the Year. But they went 63-19 for the Knicks. All NBA first team, we got LeBron, Westbrook, Chris Bosh, Mike Conley, and Carmelo. And we got Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kevin Garnett, Blake Griffin, and Gilbert Arenas. All NBA third team, we got CP3, Rajon Rondo, Kevin Love, Luol Deng, and DeMarcus Cousins. Then we got all defense team, we got LeBron, Andrew Bogut, Kevin Garnett, Tyson Chandler, and Dwight. All defensive team, we got Luol Deng, Andre Iguodala, Brook Lopez, Ben Watson, Elton Brand. All rookie team, we got Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis, Deion Waiters, Bradley Beal, Marcus Jordan. And then second team, we got Andre Drummond, Mike Scott, Chris Middleton, John Henson, and Myers Leonard. So that's pretty cool there. League leaders, James Harden had his breakout year for real. He is now leading the league in scoring by 0.1 above LeBron. Rebound is DeAndre Jordan. Assist is Darren Williams. Steals is Chris Paul, tied with LeBron. Brook Lopez leads in blocks. Mike Conley leads in turnovers. Andrew Bogut leads in fouls. Dwight leads in field goal percentage again. And best three-point shooter this season was Steve Novak. Now, this is interesting. Are they going to play LeBron or they're... No, but... Okay. So, they have LaMarcus Aldridge now. And LeBron is out. They are facing the Raptors, so... I think if they beat D-Wade and Rudy Gay and Greg Oden, then LeBron's going to be back in the playoffs. So, let's see. Simulate round. The Bucks are gone. Sixers are gone. Kings are gone. Warriors are gone. Pacers are gone. Nuggets are gone. So, is LeBron back? LeBron is indeed back, but LaMarcus Aldridge got injured this time. So, how long is LaMarcus Aldridge? Oh, no, LeBron's still not fully back, but they're playing him. So, is LaMarcus Aldridge out for the season? He is out for the season. So they're starting Jeff Foster, I believe. Wow, can I do them a favor and just put Tristan Thompson at power forward? Like, yikes. But we do have Kobe against the A seed. So the first seed Warriors, they fell and they got a whole lot better after. Yeah, they got a whole lot better and they fell to the Timberwolves. With Patrick Mills, Sharif, Anthony Davis, and Yao Ming. Wow, okay, crazy. But Kobe, Paul George, DeAndre Jordan, Jason Terry, and Drew Holiday. Oh, yeah, they're going to make a push. The Rockets are still in. KD's still in. The Big Heat's still in. Pistons get swept. Celtics get swept. Well, gentlemen swept. The Jazz win, and the Rockets won. The Rockets 1-6, and then we got the Suns. So we got some pretty stacked competition on each side. Now, DJ Augustine is injured for the Knicks, I believe. He's injured day to day. LaMarcus is still going to be out for the season, of course, and LeBron's still got a broken nose. But game one is going to go to LeBron. Dropping 34, 7, and 8. Game 1 on the West goes to the Houston Rockets. So this is a pretty good series going on here. Game 2 to the Knicks. Game 2 to the Suns. Game 3 to the Knicks. Game 3 to the Rockets. Game 4, Knicks versus the Heat. Can the Heat live to face another day? And they're currently blowing the Knicks away. So I'm assuming that's a yes. The Heat don't want to get swept. Houston leads over Kobe's Suns. Carmelo, I guess, is just too dominant. It's crazy because Kobe's Suns are actually insane right now. But game 6 or 5, my bad. Game 5 over in the East. Can the Knicks take it? Or are they going to blow a 3-0? And they did come back. They did come back to fight. And the Knicks are going to be moving on to the NBA Finals. And over in the West, Game 5, Rockets lead 3-1. Kobe, are you clutch? Or are you going to let Carmelo go to the Finals for like the 6th time, I believe, in years? And yeah, it's going to be Carmelo. So we got a LeBron-led Knicks with a fully healthy Knicks other than LaMarcus Aldridge, keep that in mind, against Carmelo Anthony and his Rockets team. So game 1, we have the Rockets winning by 13. LeBron, despite 28, 6, and 8, with 4 blocks and 3 steals, couldn't get it done. Carmelo with 21, 9, 12. Jason Kidd with 31 and 6. Game 2, the Knicks are going to take by only 4. DeRozan with 28, Jason Richardson with 26, and LeBron with 20. Carmelo with a triple-double couldn't get the win for his team. Game 3, it is also going to be the Knicks winning by 2 points. Jason Richardson with a 29, 9, and 6 game. LeBron with a 23 and 11. Even DJ Augustine's over here playing good, and DeRozan. Game 4 is going to be the Knicks. LeBron wins by 1 point against the Rockets. 26, 4, 5, 2, and 3 for LeBron. Can LeBron win, I believe, his 2nd ring? Or will Carmelo fight to win his 4th? So far, it looks like it's going to be a Knicks series. And it actually got pretty close. And if it stays a little bit closer, we might have to jump in. Alright. 2 minutes, 47 left. It is a 1-point game. Rockets lead. It's the Knicks ball, though. We're going to see some LeBron gameplay. He looks like he's got his team still out here. I see DJ Augustine. I see DeRozan wearing number 2, which is disgusting. But let's go see what happens. Yeah, that is Jason Richardson. Okay. Jay Rich to DeRozan to Augustine. What is the Knicks game plan here? Just give it to LeBron. DJ Augustine, wide open 3. He's going to miss. Jason Kidd with the board to Ty Lawson. Ty Lawson's going to be taking it and giving it to Jason Kidd. DeRozan guarding Kidd. I like this matchup. DeRozan locking up Kidd, but Jason Kidd gets a fluke foul call. That's going to put them up by 3 unless Jason Kidd misses. We're going to go ahead and simulate these free throws. And let's jump back in. It is a 5-point game. Knicks ball. LeBron leads 3-1. LeBron to DJ. That's a dot. We're not playing Madden, but that is a dot. DJ Augustine with his 16th points, down by 3. J.R. Smith gets it to Jason Kidd on DJ. That's an easy bucket. That is an easy bucket for Jason Kidd. LeBron's going to be bringing the ball back up. He gives it to Jason Richardson, who dunks it on J.R. Smith. Again, down by 3. That's where they are. J.R. Smith bringing the ball up. He's going to get a screen. He's not going to do anything with it. He's going to probably fling it to Jason Kidd. No, he flings it to a wide open Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo is going to bury it. Makes the lead 6. The Knicks need to hit some crazy things to stay. LeBron dribbling past Carmelo. Pump faking. Passing out to Nazir Muhammad, who's at the 3 line. Jason Richardson. He's got it, calling for a screen by Tristan Thompson. He's going to take the midi. He's going to miss, but Tristan Thompson does get the ball back. Down by 4. 35.3 seconds remain. The Houston Rockets are trying to live to fight another day, and they're going to start fouling. So basically, this game is over with. And 14 seconds left. It is Rockets ball. So they missed both free throws last time. They are going to get fouled. We're going to see if they hit these free throws. Jason Kidd does hit the first one. And is he going to hit the second one? He does hit the second one. So they lead by 4 points. Knicks, 13.9 seconds remain. I doubt they're going to be able to get 4 points. They could get a 3 fast enough, but then they're going to need to foul again. So give it to LeBron. He's going to score 3 for y'all. LeBron for three. He's going to miss, and that's going to be game. There's just no way. Yep, that is game. The Rockets do live to fight another day. So, game 6 on the line. Rockets are still at home, or at home this time. And are they going to enforce a game 7? It is a closer game. Rockets still up. 3 minutes 26, 2:50 left. Rockets up by 1 yet again. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. We're trying to see some LeBron legend gameplay. It is the Knicks ball down by 1. Same position as last time with 2:50 left. Let's see what happens. We're going to give the ball into DJ Augustine, who gives it to DeRozan. Back to Augustine. Come on. Back to DeRozan for 3. DeRozan's going to shoot it. He's going to miss. DeRozan, you're not a three-point shooter. Carmelo coming up, giving it to Ty Lawson, who gets around LeBron, shoots it, misses. LeBron with the board. LeBron's running the fast break, running all the way, taking a layup, and 1 over Ty Lawson. He's too small. LeBron get hyped. Has the chance to put the Knicks up by 2. And that is exactly what LeBron is going to do. Rockets down by 2, 2:25 left. Either way, it is a legacy on the line. Who we're watching and who's winning. Jason Kidd getting open off the screen, mid-range. He's going to miss. Nazir Muhammad with the board. Jason Richardson bringing the ball up. Dribbling past J.R. Smith, but couldn't get anywhere. He's going to pass to LeBron. Carmelo guarding LeBron. LeBron backing him down. Little hop, step, fade, and LeBron's going to miss it. LeBron does not have clutch jeans, huh? Carmelo Anthony, he's going to do the same to LeBron. He's going to back him down in a post. I want to see Carmelo fade it. I want to see him fade it, but he's going to give it to Jason Kidd wide open for 3, and Jason Kidd's going to bang it. Knicks down by 1, 140 remains. That's sad. LeBron dribbling on Carmelo, can't really go anywhere. He gets past. Pass it out to Nazir Muhammad, who does take the easy layup, 100% smothered over Carmelo. He's going to hit it. He's going to lead the Knicks by 1. J.R. Smith the ball now. They got some shooters on the Rockets. J.R. Smith wide open for 3. He's going to miss. Nazir Muhammad pulls down the board. Augustine to Richardson. Richardson, he's going to hit it, making it a 3-point lead by the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals. J.R. Smith's going to keep dribbling past Jason Richardson, and now he's got nowhere to go. J.R. Smith still nowhere to go. Gives it to Carmelo instead, who's got LeBron. Then gives it to, who's this, Jared Jeffries. Gives it to J.R. Smith wide open for 3, and he's going to hit it. J.R. Smith tying the game with 47 left. Again, the Knicks might have the talent, but the Rockets have the shooters. I believe LeBron is going for his 2nd ring. If not, this is his 3rd. This is going to be Carmelo's 4th. This is definitely the LeBron era, the last era we're going to be watching in this video. LeBron, top of the 3, gives it to DJ. Nazir coming for his screen. DJ around him, trying to dribble on Joakim Noah. Gives it to Nazir, who takes a layup, hits it over Jason Kidd, letting the Rockets lead a 2 points. Rockets got 27.7 seconds left on the clock. Can they convert a huge 3 and get them up by 1, or will they try to tie it? Let's find out. Jared Jeffries going to give it to J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith, he's going to sit here. He's going to wait. Jason Kidd, easy mismatch on DJ Augustine. Jason Kidd's like 39 years of age. J.R. Smith's got it back. Dribbling on Jason Richardson to Carmelo Anthony. Getting a screen from Joakim. Carmelo, 3 in front of Nazir Muhammad, and he hits it! Carmelo Anthony hits the clutch 3, making the Rockets have a 1-point lead with 3.8 seconds remain on the clock. Can the Knicks find a shot? Jason Richardson in the corner. DJ Augustine over Jason Kidd. He's going to miss, and the Rockets are forcing a Game 7. Unreal. On the line, this will be LeBron's second ring or Carmelo's fourth. Let's figure out what happens. It is a neck-and-neck game right now as we speak. And I went too fast, but LeBron James did it. They won by 7. LeBron James is your finals MVP. His second ring for the 10 years we've simulated player retirements. We got Juwan Howard, Ben Wallace, Steven Jackson, Lorenzo Wright, Larry Hughes, Brad Miller, Jason Williams, who used to be on LeBron's New York Knicks. We got Mark Blunt, Tyronn Lue. Jason Hart is also retiring. And we got Jamal Crawford retiring. Wow. That is crazy. Hall of Fame inductees, we got Steven Jackson. Jersey retirement, Steven Jackson. Draft lottery, the last draft of the video. Magic, Cavs, Wizards, Clippers, and Bulls. All in that order. So let's go see who's going to end up with Giannis. We might end up in the Giannis era next. Who knows? Pick number 1, the Magic are going to be selecting Steven Adams out of Pittsburgh. The Cavs are going to be selecting Giannis Antetokounmpo out of Greece with the 2nd overall pick. The 3rd pick, the Wizards are going to be selecting Rudy Gobert out of France. That's a huge pickup for the Wizards. 4th pick, the Clippers are going to be selecting MCW out of Syracuse. The 5th pick, the Bulls are going to be selecting Victor Oladipo. With the 6th pick, the Atlanta Hawks are going to be selecting Trey Burke. With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Brooklyn Nets are going to be selecting Andre Roberson. The Milwaukee Bucks up next at 8. They're going to be taking Otto Porter. The Oklahoma City Thunder at 9 are going to be selecting Deshaun Thomas. At 10, the Portland Trailblazers will be selecting Glenn Rice Jr. And at 11, the Thunder are going to be selecting Kelly Olynyk. And that's really all we're going to watch in this draft. If you didn't want to see where anyone else goes, CJ McCollum went 14 to the Grizzlies. And so on. The Knicks got Mason Plumlee. Solid pickup for them. And all these players are real as well. My bad. So, all of these guys right here. Seth Curry went 4 to the Bulls. Shane Larkin went to the Lakers. Free agency. There's some big free agents. So, let's see. Curry went back to the Spurs. Back to the Nuggets for Blake. Back to the Bobcats for Paul Pierce. Back to the Rockets for JR. Back to the 76ers. Back to the Suns. Back to the Thunder. Back to the Magic. Back to the Grizzlies. Back to the Bobcats. Back to the Bucks. Back to the Grizzlies. No, he just left the Bulls. Ricky Rubio went to the Bulls. OJ Mayo went to the Pelicans again. LaMarcus Aldridge did sign back with the Knicks. He did win a ring, so I don't blame him. We're waiting on players to sign still. So DeRozan possibly might leave the Knicks. Let's go see. DeRozan is still here. So let's just click it this way. And let's go see. Brandon Jennings re-signed with the Grizzlies. Robin Lopez went to the Wolves. And DeMar DeRozan, after winning a ring, has taken his talents to the Orlando Magic. So LeBron has missed out on his teammate DeMar DeRozan, but LeBron won his 2nd ring. To wrap up the LeBron era, we're going to be looking at the NBA history. So from 2004, to 2014, we're going to be looking at, so I know technically it's the 13 to 14 season, but you know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give y'all one more season. So, prospect scouting, 2014 NBA draft is going to be Joel Embiid, Jabari Parker, Andrew Wiggins, Marcus Smart, Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon. We're getting to the current days of NBA. We got Nikola Jokic up here as well. David Stockton, which is John Stockton's son. We got a lot of good players. 13 to 14 All-Stars. The last All-Stars you will see in this video. We got Russell Westbrook, Tony Parker, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Richardson, Lou Williams, Paul Pierce, DeMar DeRozan, DeMarcus Cousins, Chris Bosh, Ricky Rubio, Andrew Bogut. We got the Gilbert Arenas on the West, Joe Johnson, Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, Al Jefferson, Brandon Roy, Mike Conley, Paul Millsap, Kevin Love, Blake Griffin, Kobe Bryant, Marc Gasol, and Anthony Davis. The dunk contest, we got Damian Lillard, John Wall, Victor Oladipo, and Paul George. For the three-point contest, we got James Harden, Joe Johnson, Channing Frye, Damian Lillard, Brandon Roy, and Corey Maggette. Now, I do want to point out, as Westbrook wins his second MVP in 6 years, Victor Oladipo with Rookie of the Year, Amari finally wins the Sixth Man of the Year, which is crazy. LeBron, another defensive player, and John Henson. Most Improved Coach of the Year is Edmund Galloway for the Rockets, going 61-21. He's been a coach for 31 years. That's kind of crazy. All-NBA First Team, we got Westbrook, LeBron, Rondo, Carmelo, and Bosh. All-NBA Second Team, we got James Harden, DeMarcus Cousins, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant, and Dirk Nowitzki. Third Team, we got Blake, Ricky Rubio, Brandon Roy, Kevin Love, and Pau Gasol. Defensive Team, we got LeBron, Kevin Garnett, Andre Iguodala, Pau Gasol, and Josh Smith. And second team, we got Jason Richardson, Jermaine O'Neal, Chris Bosh, Serge Ibaka, and Dwight Howard. It's the all-rookie team, and it's the all-rookie second team. Now, I do want to point out that since we're going to be looking at this stuff for the last time, it's going to be interesting. So Westbrook led the league in scoring. He's at a 97 at the age of 25. Kevin Love led in rebounding. Westbrook led in assists. Chris Paul led in steals. Serge Ibaka led in blocks. Westbrook led in turnovers. Greg Monroe led in fouls. Field goal percentage is Greg Oden, finally beating out Dwight Howard. And then three-point percentage is Captain Kirk, shooting 48%. So it is interesting. I'm hoping we see a Knicks Houston finals again, because honestly, I'm conflicted. This might just be the Rockets era / the Carmelo Anthony era. Now, if Carmelo wins a third or a fourth ring, then it might just be his era, because Carmelo has gone crazy. He stayed at the top basically with LeBron. He's not as good as LeBron, but he's damn near the same. And if you look at what he's done, he's a 3-time champ, 2-time MVP, 3-time Finals MVP. You compare that to like a LeBron. LeBron is a 2-time champ, 2-time MVP, 3 times Finals MVP, because he did lose in one of the finals, I believe, to Carmelo, but he did win Finals MVP. The only thing that LeBron's got is basically Defensive Player of the Years, but I think it's safe to say that it's either a toss-up between Carmelo era or LeBron era. And since I feel like LeBron's going to dominate the next era, I think we give this to Carmelo. I think it's going to be Carmelo's era. But let's see, round 1. See what happens. The Mavericks are gone. The Kings are gone. The Bucks are gone. The Pistons are gone. The Thunder are gone. The Suns are gone. And the Raptors and Magic are also gone. Round 2, the Nets are gone. The 76ers are gone with MVP Westbrook. The Minnesota Timberwolves are gone, and the Pelicans are gone. Round 3, the Nuggets are gone, and LeBron falls to the big 3. Wow. By 16, or by, my bad, 14 points. LeBron falls. So it is a Rockets-Pacers finals yet again. So can the Rockets win? Pacers take 2 games. Rockets take game 3. Rockets take game 4. Rockets take game 5. Are we going to see Carmelo Anthony win his 4th ring? Or is it going to go to game 7? It is a close game right now. And you know what? We're going to jump in. 110 to 109. 2 minutes remain. Can Carmelo Anthony get his 4th ring and make it the Carmelo era? Because honestly, at this rate, Carmelo Anthony, it's his era. It is. We are going to be watching this game. Daniel Gibson, we've seen you quite a lot in the finals / Eastern Conference Finals. Amari Stoudemire dribbling on Joakim. Don't know what he's doing. He shoots a little post fade and he's going to miss. But Chris Bosh gets the board and he puts it back. He's going to put the Pacers up by 1. Carmelo Anthony taking the ball up. Carmelo getting a screen from Joakim. Carmelo open for 3. He shoots. He's going to miss. Carmelo, that's a horrible miss. McCants taking it up. This is Marshawn McCants or whatever his name is. I honestly keep forgetting his first name. But he's going to give it to Amari. Amari on Joakim. He's going to take another fading shot, and he's going to hit it that time. 3-point Pacer lead. Jason Kidd. He's got the ball. Shooting a 3. He's going to miss. I think they just threw it that inside to Amari. He's going to hit it. We're going to simulate a little bit more. But yeah. Chris Bosh, they're just too big to stop them. They win by 2. Game 7. Winner go home. Carmelo's either 4th ring or the Pacers' 1st. Either way, it is Carmelo's era. And it looks like it's going to be a Pacers game. It doesn't look like Carmelo Anthony is going to compete. Damn. Carmelo, you threw it. It's going to be the Indiana Pacers. With Chris Bosh winning his 1st ring in the 11 years he's been in the league. He gets Finals MVP, wins over the Rockets. Let's look at the last player retirements. Jason Kidd does retire, but he retires a 3-time champion. Marcus Camby is gone. Ray Allen has retired. Trace McGrady has retired. Tim Thomas has retired. Danny Fortston. Antoine Jameson is gone. J.D. White's gone. Jeff Foster's gone. Speedy Claxton's gone. Desmond Mason is gone. Andre Kirilenko is gone. And so many other really good players. Hall of Fame inductees. We got Jason Kidd and Ray Allen. Jersey retirements. We got T-Mac for the 76ers. Jason Kidd for the Rockets, which is well deserved. Ray Allen for the Atlanta Hawks. And Desmond Mason for the Los Angeles Clippers. For the 2014 draft, we got the Jazz, Cavs, Warriors, Grizzlies, and Bulls for the top 5. So let's go ahead and watch the NBA draft. With the first pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz are going to be selecting. They're trading the first pick to the Clippers for Brandon Roy and Channing Frye. The Clippers won a ring, and they basically just said, forget it. So they're going to be getting Andrew Wiggins. So the Clippers are going into full rebuild mode. Pick number 2, the Cavs are going to be selecting Zach LaVine. Pick number 3, the Warriors are going to be selecting Jabari Parker. For pick number 4, the Grizzlies are going to be selecting Spencer Dinwiddie. Okay, interesting. Joel Embiid is still on the board. Chicago Bulls, they're going to be selecting Marcus Smart. Celtics, for the love of me, if y'all do not draft Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic. Oh my God, they drafted the White. Then Hawks on the board, they're going to be selecting Joel Embiid. That's the steal of the draft. Pick number 8 is Kyle Anderson. Yeah, he finds his way back to the Spurs. Okay. Pick number 9, the Blazers are going to be selecting Aaron Gordon. Pick number 10, the Hornets are going to be selecting. Nope, they're going to be trading pick number 10 to the Bulls for Jeff Green and Shane Larkin. The Bulls are going to be selecting Yusuf Nurkic. Didn't they just draft Joel? The Kings are also going to be trading pick number 11 to the Blazers for straight up Zaza Pachulia, and they're going to be selecting Elfrid Payton. The Miami Heat at 12 are going to be selecting Joe Harris. There's still Nikola Jokic on the board. Pick number 13 for the Wizards, they're going to be selecting TJ Warren. Pick number 14, we're going to be seeing Clint Capella go to the Hawks. Pick number 15, the Orlando Magic are going to be selecting Jordan Clarkson. Wow. Okay, so first off, the Bulls selected Marcus Smart. That's right. The Hawks got Joel Embiid and Clint Capella. Okay. Jeremy Grant went to the Mavericks. Nikola Jokic went to the Pistons. Boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey, there's the Nasses going to the Bulls. Let's go look at free agency. Of course, we're going to skip a little bit ahead. John Wall has, I believe, stayed with the Thunder. He was with the Thunder, right? Yep. DeMarcus Cousins stayed with the Wizards. Dirk has finally left the Celtics and went to the Raptors. Paul George stays with the Suns. Bargnani joins the Clippers. Rudy Gay goes to the Heat. Andrew Bogut goes to the Clippers. So Celtics just lost all their players. Paul Millsap goes to the Magic. Hassan stays with the Bulls. Sharif goes to the Hawks. Gordon Hayward stays with the Nuggets. Ron Artest stays with the Grizzlies. The league is in shambles right now. The league is in shambles. We're going to go into the next season, and we're going to go over all the stats, and I'm going to see y'all there. So, first off, from 2004 to 2014, we have seen Baron Davis win MVP, Gilbert Arenas, Jason Richardson, Carmelo twice, LeBron once, Chris Paul once, Westbrook once, and then twice, and LeBron in between. For Rookie of the Year, we have seen Dwight Howard win it, Chris Paul win it, Brandon Roy win it, Kevin Durant, Westbrook, Stephen Curry, John Wall, Isaiah Thomas, Damian Lillard, and Victor Oladipo. We have seen Sixth Man of the Year be Kenny Anderson, then Brandon Roy, then Zach Randolph, then Kyle Lowry, then Desmond Mason twice, then Jason Hart, then Drew Holiday, then Amari Stoudemire. For defensive player, we've seen Shaq win it twice, then Ben Wallace, then Shane Battier, and then LeBron for 6 straight years. Most improved was Raul Lopez, then TJ Ford, then Chris Kaman, then Kyle Lowry, then Kenny Satterfield, then Al Horford, then DJ White, then Kevin Love, then Klay Thompson, then John Henson. We're not going to go over all the NBA's teams because that just takes longer. Past champions, we watched the Lakers, Steven Jackson win 1, the Kenyon Martin Hornets win 1, LeBron and his Knicks won 1 as well, and then Carmelo Anthony. So actually, oh my bad. I'm tripping. They didn't win all of them. The Grizzlies did win 1. So LeBron did win 2 rings, 1 in 06-07. Carmelo went back to back. Then the Grizzlies beat the Knicks in 7, but LeBron took home the Finals MVP. Brandon Roy then had a free win over the Clippers. Carmelo took another then LeBron, and then Chris Bosh is your most recent MVP. Well, Finals MVP and winner. So, Hedo Turkoglu at one point was the league leader in points. Then was Carmelo, then Jason Richardson, then Carmelo 2 more times, then Joe Johnson, then Brandon Roy 3 years in a row, and then Westbrook. For rebounds, it was Tim Duncan, then Shaq, then Tim Duncan, then Zydrunas, then Shaq again, then Marcus Camby, DeAndre Jordan, Andrew Bogut, DeAndre Jordan, and Andrew Bogut. Assists was Baron Davis, Stephon Marbury, Jason Hart, Chris Paul, Baron Davis, Gilbert twice, Chris Paul again, Darren Williams, and Russell Westbrook. Steals was Allen Iverson, then Stephon Marbury. LeBron, Allen Iverson again, LeBron twice, Quincy Pondexter, then LeBron, then Chris Paul again. Blocks was Shaq, then apparently some guy named Ruben Boomtejus. I don't know if he's like, I'm pretty sure that's like the Cavs or something. I don't know. But then Shaq, then Marc Gasol, then Shaq again, then Andrew Bogut, then Serge Ibaka, then Andrew Bogut again, then Brook Lopez, and then Andrew Bogut. Minutes we're not really worried about. Most recent Hall of Famers that we've seen since the 04 season, of course, was Michael Jordan, David Robinson, Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, and Reggie Miller. Then we saw Muhammad Abdul-Rauf. And then we didn't see anyone for another 4 years, being Shaq and Alonzo Mourning. We saw Vin Baker, Chris Webber, Steven Jackson, Jason Kidd, and Ray Allen all retire as well. If we go on to NBA records, no one has beat 73 yet. No one has beat field goals made other than Jordan back in 1985. Three-pointers, they do get broken every now and then. The most recent record being James Harden in 2013. But Michael Redd did beat in 2006. Peja in 2010 with 12. Brandon Roy with 12 in 2011. And Michael Redd with 12 in 2008. Free throws, no one knew other than Dirk with 24 in 2006. The rest of them have been here since the season before. No one knew in rebounds. No one knew in assists, which is kind of crazy. No one knew in blocks. No one knew in steals. No one knew in minutes. No one knew in turnovers. So that is interesting. In the playoffs, we saw nobody knew for points. For field goals, nobody knew. Actually, I lied. We saw Allen Iverson with 22. Three-pointers in 2014, we saw Jason Richardson hit 13 and 11. In 2010, we saw Peja hit 10 2 times. And we saw Nick Young, who's now on the Suns, make 9. Free throws, we saw LeBron in 2014 drop 20 of them. Len Bios is up here. He was a pretty good player in our simulation too. Rebounds, no one's beat him. Assists, Gilbert in 2011 is the only one to come close with 21. Blocks, we saw nobody. Oh, nope, we saw Mark Blunt with 8. Steals, we had LeBron James with 7 in 2014. Minutes, no one else. Turnovers, Kevin Durant leads with 12 in a single game in the playoffs in 2013. And we got Chris Paul with 10 in 2012. Stephon Marbury with 10 in 2006. Total points of the season. Let's see. We have Peja in 2004. That's interesting. Field goals, we got nobody. Three-pointers, of course, this is all basically going to be new players other than Peja in 2003. The most recent one was Brandon Roy. Free throws, we ain't got nobody. No one in rebounding. We got Gilbert as number 10. in 2011. No one in blocks, no one in steals, no one in minutes, no one in turnovers. So all-time points. Let's see where some of these players ended off. More recent players. So Shaq did end up number 10 in points per game. We also have some more players all the way down here. Like, I remember Melvin Turpin being pretty good. Jason Kidd ended off as 41. That's just points per game, though, so we're not really worried about it. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Triple-doubles leader, still Magic. Westbrook is getting up there, though. 50-point games. And nobody's coming close to Wilt. So, we're going to look at points leaders. So, currently, right now, Jordan holds the most points, which is understandable. Peja is at number 4 right now. Shaq retired at 5. Jason Kidd retired at 8. Kevin Garnett's currently at 11. Kobe's at 12. Sharif is at 13. And then let's see, Chris Webber retired at 15. Stephon still in the league at 17. Dirk at 18. Isaiah Thomas, he's actually higher than I thought he would be. Allen Iverson at 25. So, my question is, where's LeBron at? Carmelo's at 54. LeBron is only at 64. So, yeah, it definitely was Carmelo's era. I'm not going to lie. Do we have anyone in the new field goals that we've seen retire? Shaq is 4th. Kevin Garnett 6th. Jason Kidd 9th. Man, it might be the Jason Kidd era. 3-pointers. Peja is currently above Ray Allen by about 1,000 almost, which is pretty crazy. Jason Kidd, number 12. Dirk at 8. Paul Pierce at 7. All current players except for Reggie and Ray, all in the top 10. That's pretty lit. Free throws, Jordan still leads there. Rebounds, Wilt and Bill still lead there. Nobody coming close to them. I mean, Shaq retired at 9. Assists, we still got Magic, then Stockton. Jason Kidd came pretty close before retiring. So I wonder if we're going to see anyone come close to that. Blocks, we got Shaq at number 2, 600 behind Hakeem still. Current players here, Ben Wallace and Jermaine O'Neal with Tim Duncan right there. Steals, Jason Kidd ended as the steal leader. Minutes, Hakeem ended up playing the most minutes in history. Jason Kidd was 4th. Turnovers was Isaiah Thomas still. Jason Kidd did end in 3rd. So yeah, that's basically everything. If y'all like these kind of videos, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, turn on post notifications, and let me know y'all made it through the whole video. Let's comment. Alright, look, let's all comment if you made it to this part of the video, the Celtics through. Okay? Or any type of the Celtics didn't draft Joel Embiid. Because they threw. I'm going to be honest, they threw. So, if you watch this far into the video, just let me know by commenting something about the Celtics. And I'll definitely see y'all in the next part where we go from 2014 to 2024, the current year. This was the Carmelo Anthony era. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace out.